Welcome to D6 Stories. I'm your host today, Josh, and we're playing the campaign Cataclysm. Here with me, I have five okay-looking individuals that will be playing a game with me tonight. And I promise a little bit more of a heavy combat session tonight, I think, because we're full-blown dungeon crawling mode. After a pretty big RP session the week before last week. So I'm going to have everybody go around and introduce yourself, and then if you could say if there was one thing your character didn't like about dungeons, what it is. Okay.
I hate it when...
Okay, we're starting over here on the with Jeff.
Because whatever we say we hate, he's going to put in there.
I hate how there's never monsters.
And I know that I could say something like, okay, well, I'm Jeff. I play Gideon. He's a human bard. And I know if I say something like, man, I hate it when there's fuzzy cats that we get to cuddle with and pet that are our friends and would never hurt us ever. And I really hate it when they give us lots of free items. I hate it. Dungeons should be, shouldn't just be a walk in the park. And man, I just can't stand it when DMs just hand out so much free stuff. No, yeah.
But for real, what does your character not like about dungeons?
He doesn't like anything about any of it, is the problem. Gideon is a performer. He is not at all interested in... He didn't do this to start adventuring. His powers grew from his ability to manipulate people to get further along in life. And so, he doesn't like roaming around in the dark. He's not a fan of combat, ever. So pick any of it that would be in there, and he's not a fan.
All right.
What's the question?
What does a Mississippi
your name?
Hi, I'm Emily, and
What
I
do you play?
Mississippi Trail, a halfling rogue.
And what does your character not like about dungeons?
She doesn't like about dungeons? Oh, jeez. She loves dungeons. There's no people down here.
That's a good answer. Right?
She's literally the personality trait that I rolled for her is that I'm happier in a dusty old tomb than in a city.
Man, you are super happy right now.
I am right at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No people. Except for these idiots.
Liz?
And I am Liz, and I am playing Abbott, who's totally not the Dark Messiah that everyone claims that he... Prophet. Sorry.
Dark Prophet.
Dark Prophet. That everyone thinks that he is. And one thing that the character doesn't like about dungeons, right?
Mm-hmm.
One thing that he doesn't like about dungeons is how dank it is down there. The smell clings.
Yeah, so you let that musty smell just kind of gets into your robes.
Yeah.
And...
Oh, I'd get a candle that smells like that and light it and keep it in my room.
Nate.
Yep, I'm Nate, playing Elrondell, the Wild Magic Sorcerer, and probably what he doesn't like about dungeons is being down here is just way below his pay grade. This is for underlings to deal with.
All right. Ryan.
It's Ryan. I'm playing Belric, who is a monk, and as far as what I don't like about dungeons is there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be out of my reach.
A lot of things put up high?
Yeah.
Dungeons aren't made
Can't you aren't you really good at jumping though?
Right, but
you like little Mario over there?
He's a lazy monk.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so last session, just a quick recap. We are visiting what is it called again?
Lathander's Church of Holy Light.
Lathander's Church of Holy Light, and Abbott turned out to be kind of a bad guy here, and so they found out that basically what happened was I think her name was Theodora.
Yeah.
Abbott's successor had after the events. that transpired with the cataclysm and whatnot. She did a bunch of stuff, but one of the things she did is smashed the artifact of Lathander and stowed it in the crypts in multiple pieces.
Not a good choice.
Yeah, so
She was always making bad decisions.
you're kind of roaming around those crypts, and then for the first time ever, you're seeing bones arise.
Oh, right. Skeletons.
And so, you walk into this room. Now, this room is meant to be this is meant to be Abbott's tomb. Right?
This whole room?
Well, there's
Yeah.
other,
How is that important?
there's other,
Okay.
there are others that are going to be buried here as well, or are
Okay,
buried here
okay.
as well. Sorry, entombed here. But this is meant to be his final resting place. There's a statue of Lathander, like right across from the door, and then off to the right you can see a statue of Abbott. So let me describe a little bit of what the room looks like, and then we'll kind of get into what basically the fun stuff, which is me trying to kill you guys. Let's see. The corridor opens up to a large chamber that looks like a chapel. Arched ceilings rises to a height of 30 feet. Magical light shines from the north. The southwest chamber holds 7 plain sarcophagi with wooden coffins stacked between them. Many of those coffins seem to be rotten or broken. A large support pillar has a statue of Lathander next to it, with a broken piece of the artifact at its feet.
Is that
Bones are scattered everywhere. But more immediate concern is those bones begin to move.
Just a quick question. That artifact piece, was that at the statue, like right in front of us, or is it
Yeah,
the
it's
one?
the statue right in front of
Okay.
you. In fact, you didn't really get a good chance to even look at what's going on
Yeah,
over
because
here.
the bones are moving, and that's
Yeah, that's more immediate
That's
concern rather
great.
than look over to your right and see what's going on.
Let's do it.
Gideon wants to
Never encountered
grab
anything
what
like
he
it.
thinks is a femur.
Well, you're not close enough to any of the bones to do that at this point. We can talk about that later.
That would be his goal. Like if these things are coming together, at least he's gonna have one of their legs.
All right. So there are piles of skeletons, kind of littered all around the crypt hall, so to speak, and they start clicking and clacking together and forming humanoid shapes. And as they kind of move, they click and clack together as their bones, without the cartilage, kind of just knocks on themselves as they are moving. As their jaws kind of form up against their skulls, they begin to clack back and forth, and kind of making this constant chittering sound. Chit, 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 chit. In addition, along with these skeletals, they don't, although they do resemble humanoid forms, you can see that there are femurs, tibias, and whatnot, kind of making tails kind of coming out of the skeletons.
That's
There
not how
are
skeletons
small
work.
finger bones, maybe thumb bones, that are coming out of the skull, resembling horns.
That's not how people
there
are
are-
shaped.
There are excess bones within the rib cage themselves, clattering around. It looks like each skeleton probably has 2 people's worth of actual skeletons, kind of like all assembled together.
So they're big.
That's not how bones work.
And
No, it's not at all. Oh my gosh.
I gotta use the no neck guy.
I don't know.
I don't want to use this one. Oh, no neck guy is a archer. Right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll initiatives. And we're just gonna roll. Everybody roll perceptions for the initiatives. We're just gonna do it. I need my.
Perception, you said?
Yep. All right.
That's a good start.
So start with Ryan. What do you get?
I got
Or
sorry. 18.
18.
Liz?
21. Yep. Really good.
Emily?
19.
Are you a force to be reckoned with today?
9. Oh yeah.
That's what bards look like without dex-based initiative.
All right. So these Jeff, as usual, is locked in his own self-image, and unfortunately, this clacking and clittering,
He just doesn't want to be here.
clacking of these of all this noise is drowning out your own thoughts, and it and you get way distracted. So first thing is first, it's very fitting that Abbott gets to go.
Yeah.
So here we are. We have there are 4 skeletons. This right here is the statue of Lathander. There are more bone piles around. Each of the bone piles are just kind of moving just in a little regard, just a little bit. So,
Alright. I gotta see where they are.
She's doing that. I'll probably cash in the easy mode
what
inspiration.
What is that?
Skeletons.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. All right, show it to the camera.
Oh, no, mine already has 2. For the record, I literally have a dungeon.
So I would like to plant. I think I can. No, it's only a creature. Alright, I'm gonna do a. Do I have that?
You're talking about it last week.
Turn undead, but that doesn't pull them over to my side, does it?
No, it gets him away from you.
Controls them?
So yeah, turn undead will fear them, and if they're low enough, could outright destroy them. You have to look up the rules.
I think I have it back here.
Because I even though it's
like
happened
CR
so many
half.
times in my games, I just straight up never remember what it does.
When an undead fails its save throw against your turn undead feature, the creature instantly destroyed if its challenge rating is below 30 certain threshold.
Yep.
Which I think is a CR of 1.5 right now.
Yeah, I think I'll do
These
that.
are big skeletons.
But they could still hold it.
Yeah.
Against my save throw, which is. Sorry, I wasn't prepared to go first.
So I'm gonna guess it's 8 plus Wiz plus proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 plus 6.
Okay, so they need to make a wisdom save throw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with flail, then bow, then sword, then other flail. Flail. What's your saving throw?
It's 13.
13 is my save.
Okay, flail on the left. Failed. Then bow, failed. And then sword, failed. And then flail in the back, passed.
Oh, I spoke too soon. But that's not bad. So they. What's the
Run away.
threshold?
You painted all these?
This
Yes.
CR 1.5.
Looks
I
good, man.
think I painted these like 2 years ago.
Looks good. Well done.
So now they're afeared of me.
So the
And I have
turn undead is here.
I think I have like
The wisdom saving throw.
10 of
It
these
is
painted
turned
up.
for 1 minute. Must spend its turn trying to move away from you. Can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. And it can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action, or try to escape it from the fact that it prevents it from moving.
Alright.
Yeah.
Then I'll do a.
And if they're of a CR less than 1/2, they are destroyed.
They did not get destroyed.
That's fine.
And then
I
I'll
wasn't expecting them to.
They're big
do
skellies.
a spiritual weapon.
Okay.
I'll plant it right behind that one in front of us. Actually, yes.
What was your spiritual weapon again?
It's a mace. Or sorry, a warhammer. I think.
Warhammer?
Mace. Yes.
Mace.
I think they look very much the same.
Yeah, but I have both. Okay, where do you want it?
Behind that one, yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Are you, I think it gets to attack when you cast it.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So that is going to be a...
Well, I'm not rolling that nice again.
Make a melee spell attack.
Which one?
That's probably
That
not
one
going
is
to
sitting
hit
by himself 'cause
at
he's being
a
punished. He's sitting in the corner because he
10.
sucks.
10?
Is it 10 hits?
10 misses.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
So it just lands there.
so that should be Liz's turn. Then we got Emily at 19.
Yeah, it's me. These skeletons are all wrong.
You are right here.
I sure am. I'm just gonna insightful fighting. That one right in front of me with the red on his arm.
Yep.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Okay. So it has to make a deception worse than a 18.
Yeah, fails.
Excellent. Okay. So then I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna stab it
Okay.
with my rapier.
Stabby, stabby,
Uh,
stabby, 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 stabby.
That's an 18 plus.
Yep. So we're gonna call this bow. He's got a bow.
Okay. 20 points
20 points of damage.
of piercing damage.
Dang.
Oh.
I was really hoping I'd get some ones to reroll, but no.
I just imagine with your piercing damage,
Anything else?
you just took a really important vertebrae and just popped it out.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Bing!
I'm going to. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you look
It
over
can't
to
take
the
reactions, so you can
as you're
move
coming
away
in,
from
you
it.
look over to the right. And,
Oh, it can't take reactions. I'm gonna move away from it.
that's not true.
If it's a beard.
Did it fail her fear?
No, because you broke it because you did damage.
Oh.
You look
Broke
over
the
to the
CC.
you look over to the right and you
Sorry.
see that there are two there are two kind of
I won't do that again, don't worry.
kind of gaunt looking men that are hunched over. Here, I'll just give you one of these. They're hunched over. They have kind of like spikes kind of coming out of their spine, maybe out of their arm or whatnot. They have a kind of hair, kind of gray hair, kind of coming out of their chest, their groinal region, and
Why did you have
their
to
back.
specify that?
Because it's in 3 spots.
Only in 3?
It's only in 3.
Is
The
it
hairiest
important for us to
armpits
know-
you've ever
Is it
seen.
important for us to know where the hair is on these things?
As it
So
is,
we
yes,
spot.
it is.
It's a weak point. Go for it.
Just to note it, because they're not wearing loincloths, but they have hair.
I'm so glad they have hair.
Yeah.
Suddenly I'm thankful for the hair.
And
My
then
mental image is
they
much
have
better now.
sharp, pointed teeth. Okay.
Pluck.
So, with that, that's the end of your turn. So we got the 2 18s.
Yeah.
Uh,
Refresh my memory. So obviously this one is no longer turned.
And the
Which
one in the
ones
back. Was
That one.
that one?
is not turned, but the other two,
The other two are.
They're gonna run.
Okay. Thank
Lisa
you.
gonna run.
All right. So Nate and Ryan.
I should have pronounced it on him.
You want to go first, otherwise yeah, I'll
I
go
have learned
first.
my lesson. Actually.
So I'd go into the room.
1, 2. We're not counting the doorway.
Yeah.
Because you can't stand there. So that puts you in the room and view pretty much everything.
And I'm going to cast frostbite on the one that Mississippi's attacking.
Yep.
Which is 22 to hit
Yes.
for 6 cold.
It is bloodied.
Oh, I'm actually sorry. That's not a to hit. That's
The
a save
skeleton is bleeding.
throw. That's a save. Sorry, that's not a to hit. It's a
Oh.
save.
All right, it is bloodied.
Okay.
Anything else? You have 20 feet of
I think I
movement
should
left.
scoot over. I just realized I'm actually not in the frame.
Nah, I'm good. I
Okay.
don't need to be on the front line.
Ryan's turn.
Got like 4
The
combos
doorway
not
doesn't
taking
count as one,
scratch.
so you can go.
So the skeleton is bleeding, or just
Can you move me over by the one that, without destroying the dungeon,
Yeah, I just dropped my pencil right on everybody.
over by the one that Mississippi is attacking?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
15 feet of movement to get there.
So what I'm going to do then?
I'm gonna drop your pencil in the dungeon, man.
I won't bring my pencil near it.
I'm going to go ahead and
You won't
attack
because
it.
you won't get to
And
go.
let's just see what it does.
You die.
All right. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and attack it, and I'm yelling out, "Azure Wolf Bite!"
Okay.
And
Azure Wolf Bite?
exactly.
Oh.
So the first one is going to be 24.
Yep.
Second one is going to be 19.
Yep.
Last one's probably know is going to be 10.
No.
All right.
So
So
2 hits and a miss.
I was asking what Azure, if Azure was a color. I couldn't
is.
remember.
It's like a blue, isn't it?
Yes.
You could say those crystals were azure.
Yeah. It's going to be
Good.
13 damage, and then because I attacked with unarmed, I have a bonus to my AC.
Okay. All right. Skeletal turn. Okay. A couple of things happen. These ones, they move. They take a dash and they move 60 feet. Then 1, 2.
Off into the corner.
So that goes there. 1, 2.
Is there like stairs? Is that guy about to run down stairs or
There's
something?
stairs that go up onto this
Oh, okay.
dais over here, but we haven't described that part of the room yet. But I guess when we'll get
Presumably
over
that's
there.
where Abbott's empty crypt is.
Yeah. So
It's that red
At least
box.
they gave you a place to be.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
and then
It was like very important. It was built right before.
It might be
revered.
filled with, old grapefruit. And that would explain why the statue's covered in it.
all right. Now, when these skeletal creatures move, they clank, their bones click against each other, and it becomes deafening as they
Gross.
move as a group. So each of you must roll wisdom saving throws.
Yep, the night's going well.
Don't forget to tell me if you roll ones.
Oh, you know what? I have these for a reason. I'm using that.
Sir.
That sounds right.
Yes.
That's much better. I went from a 3 to a nat 20.
Okay, successful.
16.
Gideon finds a rhythm in the
Oh, nat
clanking,
1
and
upgraded to a
helps him
2.
Concentrate.
Don't forget to
You
tell
nat
me when
one?
you roll
Yes.
And but then you
nat
rolled
one.
advantage
Wait,
because
wait.
nat
yeah,
1 is a critical failure.
But
Yeah.
I can use my reaction to let him re-roll on that one.
I mean, I've got inspiration. I just don't feel like cashing it in right
Yeah.
now.
She has a
Oh.
skill.
Bountiful luck.
Okay.
Re-roll it.
14.
Okay, successful. 5. All right.
I can't help you on that.
Do you want this?
No, I'm good.
You sure? All right.
Make sure you
All right,
tell me
you guys
when
don't even
roll
know what
that.
happens.
This could have been a
Is it
good
okay if
thing.
we don't want to know?
All right.
I was ready to take my one.
Ryan, you are frightened until the end of the skeleton's next turn. I don't know why my. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Missed those room ratios already.
and then these two did move up, and they're going to attack Mississippi. They're mindless, so they just attack what's closest. Right? They're mindless. Not entirely mindless. These skeletons. No. So
It doesn't get AO.
So each of them try to claw at you,
Okay.
and then the tail tries to spike you.
Okay.
Okay. Here are both. Each of them, their claws. Oh man, this is not good for you. That's a 19 and an 18 on claws.
Yeah, those are both gonna hit me.
Okay. So that's a total of 12 damage between the two.
Do I get does my spiritual weapon get an attack of opportunity on them?
Okay. Spiritual weapons do not count for that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Because they don't technically threaten. And then the gore with the tails.
The tail. Oh man.
So that's a miss.
Okay.
And then that's a 22 AC.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You take 7 damage, and the tail spikes you, and then breaks off inside of you, and you can see that like the little fingers kind of latch on to you from the tail.
You really, really enjoy making this uncomfortable, don't you?
That'll help out.
Poor little halfling.
You love dungeons.
My dungeons don't have skeletons that move.
Okay. So
Save me.
So Jeff, it's your turn. And I'm gonna say that it's this one that hit, so it doesn't have a tail anymore.
Do I get like a saving throw on my turn against this, or we'll figure it out? It's fine.
All right.
I was part skeleton before.
Gideon.
Woman.
Is this place lit up?
Yeah, magical light.
It's lit, you'd say?
Yep.
It is lit. The place lit.
Also
All
dank.
What are those guys doing over there? They just kind of watching, or what? The other little guys.
Yes,
Those, yeah, they're not moving at all.
but it's constant.
I mean, other than in general, like fidgets and stuff.
Do they look aggressive, or are they just watching?
I don't think it looked friendly.
Yeah. So it's
Hey,
Yeah.
we live in a wacky world right now,
They
man.
haven't made any aggressive moves.
I made out with a hag, and everything seemed to be okay for me. So just because something's ugly and's got spikes,
Think that's the new models?
we might be able to talk to them. Is what I'm saying. We'll see. Okay. Gideon is going to just then stay where he is.
Yeah.
And he is going.
Oh, you can't even see those things over there. You're outside of the room.
Oh yeah. Okay. Then Gideon
You want to move into the room?
probably would still just stay where he is.
Okay.
He's just happy he found somewhat of a rhythm inside of the clinking and clinking.
Yeah.
He's actually kind of moving to it now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shoot. No, he would pop in, but he would go to this far corner. That corner over there.
So he pops in. Where is he going?
He wants to get within 30 feet. He wants to be within 30 feet of those three.
2.
Well, actually, if he pops in, he would see him then?
He would see
Okay,
him.
then he's going to move. He wants to be within 30 feet of these guys as well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
However far away he can be from them, as well as being just beyond reach of them.
So yeah, you would have to be there.
Okay.
Okay. You don't need this anymore.
And then I'm going to cast Bane on the 2 skellies that are attacking and these 2 other friends over here. Because he is going to just assume everyone down here wants to kill him. And so they all need to make charisma saving throws. DC 15.
All right. So these 2. Red is going to be the one with the tail. Red actually nat 20s it.
Oh, dang.
And the other one fails.
Okay.
And then the 2 in the back.
Okay.
1 is successful, 1 failed. So we'll say successful and failed.
Okay.
Every time they attack or make a saving throw, they do
Minus D4.
Minus D4.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use whatever movement I have left to get far away from whatever
That was
is whatever.
that was everything.
Okay.
Yeah, up there.
And then I'm going to give Mississippi Inspiration.
Okay.
You now get a D8.
Looping back to the top with Abbott's turn.
I'm going to Sacred Flame. One of the body people.
So there's these two, and then this one here is bloodied.
Yeah, I'll do it to that one.
Okay. So it's saving throw on my end.
Yep.
Is it a wisdom?
It is a dexterity save throw.
Dexterity. Okay, I got a 16, so it's successful.
Stop that. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to move.
Well,
Yeah. No.
oh, move this.
Yeah, move my.
Or do you want it like right here?
Things go
Yep.
bad. I can.
And I think I can repeat the attack, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So let's try this again. But with healing.
What do you get?
Do you want it?
That ability thingy of yours.
I'm gonna use my reaction to allow her to reroll.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that one in the
That's awesome.
awful place where
What is
bad
that
guy
from?
is.
It's a feat.
It's a little bit better.
Lucky, it's one of the more.
That
It's
is-
bountiful luck. It's a halfling.
That is so cool.
Halfling feat.
11.
11 misses. Man, what is your dice?
Okay.
I'm about to chuck him
Yeah.
across the room and finish him off.
Yeah,
Emily.
Hello, I'm about to die.
Maybe.
What am I supposed to do about this?
Is it like digging
I'm
into
not going
her
to tell
or
you what to
whatever?
do about that.
Is
Does
this-
it? Can I like? Does it look like I can grab it and
Oh,
pull it off of
absolutely.
me?
Maybe. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do that.
That's a standard action to do that.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action, dodge, disengage, and move
Okay.
my skinny little butt over into a corner where there's nothing.
Like over here.
Yeah, and then I'm going to use a standard action to. What do you want me to roll? Strength, Dex, Athletics? Please don't say athletics.
There's no check.
Just to.
You just do it.
You just do
Okay.
it. So you grab it and you pull, and it a lot of like flesh and whatnot kind of comes with it, and you can see like little fingers.
My flesh?
Yes. And you can see little fingers like trying to grasp at you as you're kind of like pulling it out.
I am screaming and
And-
cussing.
Okay. What do you do with it?
I throw it.
Okay. You throw it on the ground, and it kind of like stands up like the thing, and begins to crawl on the ground
Toward me?
towards the Talus guy.
Okay.
So we are going to.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. It wasn't me.
No, I know it wasn't you. It was Theodora.
Yeah.
It's her
I'm gonna
fault.
find her grave. I'm gonna let Gideon prestidigitation bark into it.
Many times, as often as
As
possible.
many times as
We're gonna
I can
call-
do it.
We're gonna call it that.
Ah,
Okay.
that's my flesh.
All right.
I don't think you want
done?
it back.
No!
That was a move.
That's a
And
move
your
and a
standard.
bonus action and a standard
Yep.
action.
So we got Nate. I believe you were next.
Yep.
You were just having a time.
Episode 2 of Making Mississippi Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I think this whole campaign is going to be making Mississippi uncomfortable.
I'm having a great time.
It started
Don't get me
off like
wrong.
that, and it's just as gone that way. This time.
So
I don't know what your normal D&D campaigns are like. If they're anything like this at all.
No.
How's it going, Nate?
'Cause I'm
good.
usually playing a
I'm
character
going
who's
to burn a third level
very
spell
more
because
charismatic.
these things are horrifying.
Okay.
I'm gonna create some minute meteors.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's fun.
Yes. He'll find a way to name it after himself after the fight. And
Yep.
it's gonna be
That's where my
Elrondell's
head went.
assault spheres or something.
Yep.
Death rocks.
Yeah, death rocks. And I'm going to just chuck. So I've got. I start with 6.
I like it.
I'm going to spend 2 of them to make to.
'Cause, yeah, you're a
it's within a
sorcerer now.
5 foot, so I can hit both of them.
Oh, you can
right?
hit both if they're within 5 foot radius.
Yeah, it's
Is that gonna hit me?
it's a destination or impacts against a solid surface that explodes each creature within 5 feet of the point.
Yeah, so it's a 5 foot radius.
Okay.
So he can put it
I
right
can hit
there.
like the
and-
back end and
yeah.
get both of them.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Is there do I have to
It's
make
a save. It's a deck save. It's
Okay.
mini fireball.
All right. Red die is red arm.
Sure.
So red arm saves and do I have to roll
This is per meteor.
per meteor? And then the green arm failed or green die, green die.
Okay.
And then it's a fail and a 14, so success. So they each failed one and successful.
Well, both of them were 10 or half. So
So a total of 15 damage on each of them.
yes.
Okay, that does crumple this bone guy here.
Is that the one I had baned? No, I had the other one baned. The one that still had its tail, I had baned. So hopefully that helps a little bit.
I'll figure out if that tail lives without the body.
Yeah, does the tail stop moving?
This is the tail of this one here.
So the one that died is the one that you had baned. Of the two.
Good.
Of course.
There's still the other guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Anything else?
It might be worth just
Um,
re-baining.
no, that's it.
Okay.
Like, do I unload 2 more of these things? It's just a bonus action to unload.
Oh, by the way, you guys will notice an entire initiative order has gone, and these two have not acted. All right.
What's the one that I baned doing?
Peculiar.
Like,
You banged 4 things, right?
I
You
baned
got
2.
both of them.
He succeeded on.
I succeeded on one of them.
Oh.
I succeeded on the one on the my
For
left.
some reason, I thought you banged 4 things.
I tried to bang 4 things,
But 2 of them succeeded.
but 2 of them were fine.
Oh yeah. This.
So that one closest to me, is he acting weirdly at all?
Nope. Not at all.
He probably likes it,
Right.
weirdo.
All right, I'm going to
Remember, up is down here.
I'm saying.
I'm gonna move up 1 square to the skeleton that is missing his tail.
I thought you were afeared. Oh yeah, never mind. That was at the end of its last turn. Never mind.
Yeah, that's the end of its last turn.
You are feared.
Yeah, that's right. He hasn't gone a second time.
He hasn't gone. So you
Yeah,
can't.
you are afeared.
So I can't.
So
actually-
Sorry.
You're frightened. You know what frightened does is you cannot willingly move closer to the source of the fear, and you have disadvantage on ability and checks and attack rolls while the fear is within line of sight. So you can throw things at disadvantage, but you can't get closer.
All right.
You should have to like run.
All right. I am going to go ahead and do my 2 attacks and then the bonus attack. I'm going to be throwing my shurikens here. And so,
Disadvantage.
disadvantage, yep, I'll roll twice.
Yeah.
All right, so this one is going to be Jade Falcon Swarm.
Okay.
So the first roll, one of those is a 20, but we'll see.
Yeah, disadvantage. So
I know. We'll move these out of the way. And then there we go. So we have a 17, a 6, and 11 for my mods, and add 5 onto those.
why are you rolling 3 dice at a time?
So I get 2 attacks, and I can do a bonus action.
Oh, so you're rolling 6 attacks. That's what it was. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
All right. You roll. I thought you rolled 3 at a time.
Right. I did the first 3, then I did the other
Okay.
3.
Okay. So what's the AC?
It is going to be a 22, 11, and a 10.
Okay. The 22 hits. The other
22
2
hits. Okay. And so at this point, go ahead and roll damage. It is going to be 6 damage on that one.
You rolling up a new character over here?
I know.
Okay.
I'm at less
Anything
than
else?
half health, so.
No, not this time.
Okay,
be a
it's the
fear.
skeleton's turn.
Gideon is neared.
Nate.
All
Elwindale's
right.
itty bitties.
So this crawled back to the skeleton, crawled up its leg, and reattached as a tail.
Okay. As long
Then
as
it
doesn't
moved.
reattach to
It moved
me,
just a
I
little
don't
bit, and is going to be attacking the monk. So it is doing a slash, basically with a.
Am I still feared because it's its turn, or is it the end of it?
It was end of its turn. But it doesn't do anything for the attack roll. So 15 AC on the slash,
Miss.
and then the gore, 15 AC.
Miss.
Algor?
Yay for a quick monk.
Okay, do they get saves?
Or
Turn on dead.
Turn on dead.
It's not a repeated save, I don't think.
Okay.
um,
Oh, it's for 1 minute, right?
I think
I
so.
just gotta remember how long they run for, because at some point they can turn around. But
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay.
10 rounds.
Jeff.
Yo, I'm going to insult the crap out of that guy.
Okay.
So I needed to make a save.
Fails.
Your mother smelt of elderberries. Wow, my dice suck right now. 3!
It is bloody.
But it also has disadvantage on its next
Next
attack.
attack roll.
Did you bait it?
No, I mocked it
Okay.
viciously.
Vicious
I called it a
mockery.
name.
I just.
Are you done?
And
just called
then,
it the B word.
yeah,
Okay.
I'll be done.
Loop it up all the way to the top. Abbott.
I
Hey,
want to try this again
Yep.
because apparently
Okay, so you want me to
Maybe I have a
saving throw
stick
for
to
second
healing
play?
Yeah.
people.
Okay. It failed.
Oh yeah, I should.
finally
Wow, I'm really not paying attention.
about time.
He didn't
Sorry,
give me, so.
I'm really tired tonight.
All
Feel
right,
free to nudge and be
so
like, "Damn."
we're gonna give it some 1d8 radiant damage. But actually 2d8s because we're at a higher level. Where's my
You get
bonus?
5 now?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep, okay.
I got to roll 2 d4s for my vicious mockery. I rolled a 1
So
and a
8, 9, 10, 11, 12
just
points
the
of damage to
Okay.
the one who failed. Is there just the one now?
2. There's just the one guy
Well,
attacking
yeah,
us
there's
right now.
2 that are running.
Melted the other.
Okay. Yeah, so
Okay.
it takes some radiant damage.
All right.
There's skeletons that are
And then,
running up against
bonus-
the wall.
Bonus, I think I can move it 20 feet, right?
Yeah.
So can I move it all the way up to these guys?
They're-
Not those guys,
no.
but the,
Oh,
They're being
more than
nice.
20 feet away.
but it can try to attack that one.
Yeah.
I'll try to attack it.
Yep.
Don't you? But
Gideon
yes.
just waves at one of them.
So it does a
Hi.
17. 22 hit?
Yes.
Does it hurt a lot? I hope.
Is this bludgeoning damage?
It's actually going to be force. So
Don't you have a thing that increases your force damage? Because of your gem?
yeah, but I'm not doing that kind of damage, am I?
You just said force.
Oh yeah.
Depending on what it's slotted into.
I
You
think
get an
it's
additional d6.
using it as my focus. That's why. So 6 points.
Total?
6
Okay.
total points.
You're dead, but not quite.
Near.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's dead, but it's not dead.
Near
Closer.
life.
It's closer to being re-dead.
I think that's a whole different enemy.
All right.
Mississippi Queen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Mississippi, what you like to do? Ma'am?
Yeah. Let's see.
You
That's,
could flank.
Go stab it. Go get advantage.
yeah, I'm gonna flank. And I am
Actually, just
Huh?
making a concerted effort
What's going on?
It actually took an extra 5 points from my modifier.
Do you get your modifier on that?
But it can have
Shouldn't be. No, it should be not 5 points. It should be 3.
on a hit the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Yeah, so it's not 5. It's 3. You do not. You don't add any proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Yeah. That does kill it.
Hey!
Well, it can have one more, so Mississippi can deal the final blow.
No, it's fine.
It's
I'll
fine.
give
There's
it-
two
I'll give it-
Mississippi
more.
is really okay with it. Just
There are plenty to go around.
I'm perfectly content with it just dying. Okay, where's
There's
other
one in the
afraid
corner here,
Okay.
and the one in the corner there, and you are in the corner over here.
I sure am.
and two little
The
friends.
one in that first corner is going to probably get 2 meteors flung into that
So
corner.
I'd like to move basically diagonal next to Gideon. Other direction. If I can. Yeah, there. So I can see these other things,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action insightful fighting on the left one.
Okay.
They haven't
So
attacked us.
as I'm looking at it, left one, so that's the right one on my side here.
Okay.
That's good luck.
You got 7.
Yeah, it fails.
Okay.
Okay. And then can I hold?
You can
I have-
ready in action to
Yeah. So I'm going to ready.
ready in action in case it takes a hostile action or something like
Well,
that.
not for that one. I'm going to be looking at the one in the corner here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ready my hand crossbow to attack if that one becomes unturned.
All right.
You're just checking these guys out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at these guys. I want to see what
We're
makes
going to
them
lead off with 2 meteors into that corner
I
with
don't
the skeleton.
need to attack.
This one or that one?
That one.
This one here.
Yeah.
I thought you could just outright attack them. I'm
2
like,
saves.
Yep.
You're brave.
I'm
You're ready to die, apparently.
I got
I
a
am
13 on one of the saves
21 of so I am
and a fail on the other. Is a 13 successful or no?
Yeah, 13 saves.
Okay, so he takes half on that one.
Alright, so the first one's 11,
little window.
second one's 14. So 5
So,
and
so he
14.
saved on the first one, so he takes 6. You round
Yeah.
up. And then what was the next one?
14.
So he takes 20.
This time I remembered I have a fire gem and I actually do fire damage right now.
Okay.
And
And anything
that
else?
that was my bonus action just to chuck more. So Chaos Bolt, that one in the corner as well. Arendel's marvelous, multifaceted sphere thing.
Long wordy
Okay.
thing.
Yes.
Which one? Who you going? What?
He's
Well,
attacking
that's-
this one, way
Oh,
over
okay.
here.
Yeah. I should also probably roll wild magic on that. Does not go off, so
Now's the time to do it.
Nine,
Gideon's nowhere close by,
11.
man. Let it fly.
We all just
15.
shield Gideon every time he's wild magic.
force damage.
For a protective barrier around you.
Okay, buddy.
Yep. And that's all I got.
All right.
Alright, am I still feared or no?
No.
No.
Alright.
So
So, at this point, if I would be able to see that it's blade from there, I am going to actually start heading towards the other one, so as to be able to keep that one under wraps there. As I'm walking towards that one, can I pick
you're
up
going that way.
the shurikens that I dropped? Or the
Yeah.
Are those piles of bones that haven't moved yet? What
No,
are
they're
those?
moving. They haven't formed.
Those are still moving.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that was one move. You want a double move over there?
what is that?
Or
Yeah, we'll do that.
prize.
They changed their box?
Alright.
okay.
And then
That was a double move. You have bonus left.
I am going to use 1 second here. Patient defense uses up one of my key so that I am dodging.
Okay. this guy double moves over here. All right, it's clacking as well, but it's just the one that's moving. So you get to roll. You guys all get to roll your saving throws. However, you have advantage because it's not as disturbing as when the whole entire group was clacking together.
Everyone?
You failed.
I rolled a 1 and a 6.
You already have an advantage, sir. You can't go anywhere.
I can't use it to re-roll 1 dice?
Nope.
Okay.
You said it's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
13.
Am I mean to even over next to the guy?
Oh wait, there is a range on that. No, you're fine.
I'm fine.
You're the only one that doesn't get within.
Oh, thank you, McClang Clang.
Actually, Mississippi, you're fine too.
Because I rolled
You're out of
a
range.
because
I
I
had a 19 anyway, so.
because I rolled a nat 20 the last time I saved, can I just automatically succeed on this one?
Nice try. Moving on. What'd you get?
13. And that
You're
saves.
successful.
Doesn't
And you're successful. So you are frightened until the end of their next turn. Okay.
Of him.
Of
him.
that pile.
Of him. Yes.
Still leaves stuff to the other one.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna go. And is there a hole or like?
So is that one and then one is
Yeah, I want to start separating these bones. I want to like. You remember my idea of like when they were forming? I want to grab these bones so they literally can't
You
form.
targeted the
Yeah.
skeleton that was
So you
on
want
that
to go
side of the map?
over
Yeah,
to
That's
this
not me.
one?
That's not me.
You wanna go
That's
over
why
to
it's
this
no
one?
longer frightened.
Yeah,
And then start.
and I'm
That
gonna
makes sense.
like.
I thought you were gonna target the
Is
one.
there a hole or like?
Oh no!
I'm looking for a pit or
and over.
so I can chuck these down
I mean,
or whatever.
this is not that kind of place.
Okay.
This is a large tomb. It's doesn't. There's no random holes or pits down here.
Okay.
This is
random
actually
dead
kind of a nice place.
Okay. Where did we
It is
come
a
from?
beautiful
Except-
place.
If it wasn't for the
weird
undead,
skeleton.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the undead, this place would actually be like it's a holy
Yeah,
place.
we know. Theodora smashed the thing, and then the dead.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
grab because I've seen these things now, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab my best guess of legs. Whatever bones were used to
There's
form
some
legs.
there's some giant femurs.
right?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna like stuff them in my bag.
Okay. All right.
Like I'm gonna, whatever my action could do to try to like.
So you stuff it. Okay, yeah. You just grab a couple femurs and you put them into your satchel. No big deal. But then you feel your satchel kind of twisting.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Right?
If I make these things like little, I don't know, just at least midgets or something. You're not supposed to say midgets.
It's gonna be Abbott. You're not supposed to say midget.
I don't know.
It's not politically correct.
It's not
anymore.
politically correct. I had friends that were little people, and they called themselves that, and so I just have always been curious about
And
that.
I've
So
just
I
been-
won't say it anymore. But.
So I've just been staring off into this corner. I've just like been turned
Yeah,
around, like
you're
passing by.
actually intensely staring at Elrindle. Yeah, anyways.
And I'm just like, do something.
There's a one
fire.
skeleton.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I wanted the bonus action to heal her. I was gonna do that.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, I think it's time that I want to move that thing over to the one that's like right kitty corner from me. It is evidently not.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna, because I can still bonus action and then attack, right?
Yeah.
So I will try to spiritual weapon that again.
Yep.
Kind of a generic.
Yep.
Type of thing, but
Mhm. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
You were looking at me like,
Well, because you're mumbling to yourself. That's all.
my computer's being. It's acting as tired as I am.
With a D4 plus you cast your modifier,
So
unless you're doing anything.
does a
Yeah, it doesn't.
10?
No, 10 does not hit.
All right, I'll try to
Smack it for real.
I mean, it just
Yeah.
for some reason it just keeps disconnecting.
get it a dexterity save.
Dexterity save. Okay. I rolled a 19.
Your dice suck today. No, my dice suck today too.
It's kind of
I'm
around the
using
board.
the wrong ones.
All right.
Can I move still?
You can move around him, but if you leave him, he'll attack you.
I'll wait it. I'm almost half tempted to hide behind you.
That's
Can
what
I
we
hide
do.
behind Elrindle?
You would provoke.
Yeah, I'll provoke.
Okay.
Provoke.
So we're playing leapfrog.
All right, so
Yeah, be like,
you move over there, and it's going to try to spear you with its tail.
If it fails, then I'm like,
And it fails with an 11.
yes.
All right. So let's see. It is now Emily's turn.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take that hand crossbow that I have out.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna point it at the other one that's not turned. Yeah, that one. And I'm gonna shoot.
Okay.
You have my bardic
I
inspiration.
do.
Please.
I do. I can use it on attack rolls.
Miss.
6 is 13.
13 misses.
Do you want this?
No, it's fine.
All right.
Bonus action. Just kidding.
Run up to Bones and do what I did. Let's keep these things from forming.
What did you do with it?
I grabbed two of its, like the two biggest bones, like shoved them in my bag
Chucking a sphere at that one.
to keep them from forming.
One.
Not one of these. Elrindle's.
Elrindle's.
Yes. So wild magic doesn't surge. Yeah, we'll go with it. It's probably not gonna do much. 24 psychic with a
24
18.
psychic?
7, 7, 6, and 4. Because
Jeepers.
it's the feat makes this a level 2 every time I cast it at level 1. So it's 2d8 and 2d6.
All right. Yeah, that kills this one.
Its head crumbles.
Back it up.
That's a lot of damage. All right.
I love this spell. Heroically retreat into the middle of, so that there's bodies between me and anything else that's gonna try to eat me.
Like that.
Next to the moving bones.
No, closer to the corner where Mississippi was. Yeah.
Everyone keeps hiding behind Gideon.
All right.
Yep.
Because that's a good idea.
Right.
All right.
Well, now you know.
So
now
I'm
you know
going to
search.
use my 2 attacks
Yeah,
against the one there. I'm also going to use my bonus action to attack it as well.
Okay.
And then going to go ahead and use a key for stunning strike on the first one here. And so this one is going to be Sapphire Bear Maul is what I'm yelling. And so we have a 22, an 18, and a 12.
12 misses. The other two hit.
All right. And then I had said that the stun was going to be on the first one, which did hit. So he's stunned.
Okay.
And let's roll damage here. Oh, nice. And that's going to be 16 damage between the two that hit.
Okay. He's no longer. What you call it?
Just afraid, afeared.
And when I do
Earned?
oh, he does get a con saving throw.
Con saving.
There we go.
Okay.
He has to beat.
Get an 8.
Oh, he fails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's stunned.
So
You
he's
wanna get
stunned
out of there.
until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
You might want to get out of there if you can. Or no, wait, this is 5 feet. Never mind. It's not like I'm chucking a fireball.
Okay.
Thinking that's more damage.
Then it's his
radius
turn.
than I thought.
He's done. Yeah. You are no longer frightened yourself.
Well, I'm really concerned about these moving skellies. Right? So, yay, we're cleaning up, but I guess I'm gonna go to another pile and do the exact same thing.
All right.
So the next closest pile. There you go.
What we need to do is
And I'm gonna.
And you're just
I'm just grabbing
pieces.
what look like important, like
Yeah.
the
structure.
I don't
bones.
want it to be able to stand
Yeah.
and walk.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put it in there, and actually, I would like to start wrapping them in rope.
Okay.
Because if they
So you're,
start to,
you're just tying them up in bundles.
yeah,
Bundles of bones.
bundles of bones.
What do you call a bundle of bones?
I don't know.
Stock.
I don't know. All I know is that I really want to see these things form and look down disappointed when their movement is halved.
All right.
Maybe tie their
Why not just take all the skulls?
All right.
Have a
Look up
head.
to the top. Have it.
All right. So,
You're way back here.
all
Yeah.
by myself, someone left me here.
I killed the thing first.
I'll move up. Squish myself up.
Like
Yeah.
that close.
Get involved in this stuff over here.
Whatever's going on over there. They're not in. They haven't really.
They've just been
moved all that
standing there. Are they reacting to anything? Or
much. They're
just
moving. And
watching
they're like
us?
watching, but they're tilting their heads to kind of watch the fray.
I would like to. Because we just have that one skeleton left, right?
That's up. Yeah.
So I want to try and
20, 35, 40, 45, 50.
I want to try and sacred flame it.
Okay.
The one closest to me.
Successful. Sacred Fray, one of these or that?
Am I close enough to do that? To that?
That one's done.
This one's 50 feet.
It's 60 feet. So
Yeah,
yeah.
You want to do
I
that?
would have tried to do that. Yeah.
Don't attack the guys that aren't attacking us.
Is it a dexterity save?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And that's about the only thing I got. I don't have any other. Well, I suppose I could
All right.
healing word somebody.
Creatures automatically fail strength and dex saving throws.
Yay!
Yeah.
Burn
What I'm
him!
gonna do is I'm gonna roll it in disadvantage.
Okay.
Right? Just to see if you crit.
Okay.
You don't crit. But okay, so damage level.
So we're going to.
Because we don't want auto crits. That's too good.
Best. We're gonna do
Well, you don't do it to us.
6 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Then we got Emily.
Okay. I really can't do much against bones.
What's your thought as I'm tying bones together?
I have no thoughts when it comes to Gideon. I
Finally
No
lost it.
expectations.
whatever.
Don't you like study bones and stuff?
Not moving bones.
Yeah, usually they're not trying to kill her when she's looking at them.
Or trying to bury themselves inside my body.
I would have been looking back like, is this a good one? What about this one?
Femur,
I would have been
tibia.
looking at you doing
Tibia?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
So the one that I insightful fighting on that I incited, is it reacting at all to this commotion of us being here?
Actually, at this point, both of them are staring at Abbott.
To them, not to you.
No, that might not be a bad thing.
They might like you.
Yeah, these guys might actually be followers.
Of me?
Well,
Maybe.
they might be some supporters of you. If they're down here next to you, great. Again, just because something's
I'll
ugly
be like,
doesn't mean it's.
I don't really. You know what? Can I just shoot the skeleton that's turned?
It's not turned
It's not
anymore.
turned anymore.
Oh, it's
He
not.
went over and
Oh,
smacked it
okay.
around a
I
bunch.
stunned it.
No, this one over here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, your mini is
Probably
tiny and I can't see it
annoying.
over the walls. It's fine.
That's fine.
Come here. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna shoot that
Dungeons are
skeleton.
too high.
Okay.
Hi.
Do you want to get
I'm
closer
here.
so maybe you
Hello.
can get into sneak attack range?
Sure. Okay.
So-
Avoiding any sort of opportunity
Yeah.
attack from bone piles.
Yeah, you can be like
There you
up
go.
right there.
Okay.
I've been next to them.
And
They're
as
fine.
I move, I'm gonna watch these
It's a little squirmy.
hairy friends. These hairy
Mhm.
corpses. They don't react when I move.
You said they
They're
look
just
like
looking
corpses,
at
or
Abbott.
just
They're not. They're staring at it.
Okay.
Abbott.
So they don't even glance my way.
Yeah,
It's
not
just-
at all. Okay, you not no mind. At
Okay.
first, when you came over, they were looking at you, but
Yeah. Now Abbott's here and
yeah.
Dark Prophet and or Holy Beacon of Truth and Justice and Light and everything that's good. I'm gonna hand crossbow.
I'll take that one.
That is a 9.
Our dice are awesome tonight. Yeah.
I thought I was going to bet on this.
All right, Nate.
Am I within 60 feet of that skeleton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other guy's short, so you can shoot over his head.
Yeah. I'm just going to. Is this one bloodied?
How much damage did you do, Carl?
I did 60.
300.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Well, but then she also did.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Would I be able to get a meteor into that without hitting them?
Yeah, you hit the wall in the back.
Okay. Bonus action, I'll chuck one of the meteors at him.
Just
Yeah.
Yeah. In case those guys. I only got 6 of these things.
Yeah. All right, do it up.
So. Dex.
Oh, dex
yeah.
save.
Or does it still fail? Because it's
Yeah.
until his
Oh
next.
well, I'm gonna roll to see if you crit it. You don't crit it, but you don't. You still hit it.
13.
It is bloody.
Gonna cast Frostbite on it.
Okay.
So con save or cold damage.
Con save, the regular roll. You hit very well.
6.
Near death, but not quite there.
And that's
then
me.
It's my turn.
Finish her off.
All right. At this point, I am going to do just my 2 attacks for right now.
Okay.
1 second.
You just need one to hit.
What?
You just need one attack to hit.
I know. I was picking up color.
Yep.
Right. And this one is going to be Crimson Bulgor. Ooh. Yeah.
Our dice are awesome.
We're
And
having
this
a great
one on
time, guys.
timeout. That one was a natural 1.
Oh, critical failure. Gotta grab the deck.
You're gonna punch it into more health.
The other one is
Can you
a
punch it into
15,
life?
by the way.
Do you
Does that
Straighten
hit?
its back out.
do you want? I guess
Does
it's
the,
probably too late now.
15 hit for the other one?
Yes, but we're gonna say you critically fail.
She can use a reaction to do it to change that.
How
though.
many times you got?
It's a reaction.
Yeah, but how many times can you do that?
It doesn't specify.
Generally, there's got to be a limit.
It's. I can't use my lucky trait before the end of my next turn, but it doesn't say that I can use it X times. It's just a reaction. Okay, hang
That's
on.
super broken if that's the case.
Okay.
Lucky is great if you're a player. Awful.
This
if you're
is.
a DM.
It's not lucky. It's bountiful luck.
Right.
So what does it say?
It's on an attack roll. Yeah, it just
It's
says.
when an ally you can see within 30 feet of you rolls a 1 on the d20 for an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. You can use your reaction with the ally re-roll the die. The ally must use the new roll. When you use this ability, you can't use your lucky racial trait before the end of your next turn.
Which she hasn't been using that because she has the bountiful luck.
So, but does that?
And I haven't
think
been
it
rolling
turns off
one,
your
so I don't
luck
need
to
to use
give
my
it to
lucky
the
racial
party.
trait.
Yep, sounds
Right.
like.
Turns
Yeah,
off your luck,
There
and
should be a limit to that.
Yeah.
but I mean, she's burning up reactions too, which
Which, as a rogue, that's uncanny
Yeah, but
dodge,
it's
but-
That's her uncanny dodge as
Yeah,
well.
it's way too powerful to think it crits constantly like that, though.
Um,
We'll talk about that later.
okay.
So is that a no-go on that? Then?
Sure, we'll let it go for now.
Well, I mean,
Then we're gonna look into it.
Lucky has no limit either.
All right.
Halfling luck.
So she's giving up her luck. Her ability to have luck.
Halflings just can never critically fail.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's anytime I
They have
roll
to
a
double
one,
one.
I have to. I re-roll and I have to use the new die, even if it's a one.
Yeah. Halflings are always
It's
lucky.
halflings. They're
Yeah.
always lucky.
Yeah.
Good.
So that ends up being a.
For the record, our dice suck tonight.
11.
Normally it doesn't happen this often.
Yeah. Well, no, your other hit
I don't know, it seems about
kill
par.
All right.
because it had 3 hit points.
Okay.
Okay.
Anytime
I had two
roll,
halflings at my table.
We are
once,
out of rounds.
and they were constantly burning.
We are out of rounds.
Out of rounds.
So
So
we're
those
not.
things are
We're
still
not
just
in
staring at
initiative
Abbott.
They
anymore.
are just staring at Abbott.
Are the
Oh,
bones still moving?
The bones are still moving, yes.
I'm collecting the rest of femur bones into a bundle, and I am going to place them somewhere. Not in my bag anymore because it's probably getting full.
You need to separate
You're gonna
them
summon
and,
a
like,
femur
send them
golem.
to all, like, 4 corners of the
Yes. What is that?
Okay.
What is
so-
that middle part right there? Is it just? Are there actual windows in there?
No, there are
Okay.
there are alcoves in that. 4 things, but it's
Okay.
But it's
It's not like hollow.
it's a giant pillar.
Okay.
Okay. Can we, Mark? Can we raise the camera? 'Cause that's not going to be important for a while. All right. So. All right. So. Let me describe, since you're over on the side of the room now. I can describe kind of a room here. Wide alcoves before a dais are set with a stone sarcophagus and lit by torches. The western alcove is occupied by 2 hunched over creatures standing next to the statue of Abbott. The statue of Abbott, his hands are cracked and unbroken. You can see the fingers of it. He would have had an outstretched palms like this, but that has been smashed off or broken off, and you can see the bits of that laying on the floor in front of the statue. There's a 10-foot deep dais, rises up to 6 feet above the floor, and then there's short steps that kind of go up there. There's a brazier that's in the center of the dais, and then there is a large sarcophagus on there as well, and then there is a brass key set into the wall beneath the diet beneath the sarcophagi on the dais wall of the dais. So like right here. Okay. You know that sarcophagus was meant for you, the one that's up on it.
And there's a key near it.
A bronze key that's set into the.
Oh, it's like set in.
There's a bronze key that's in a keyhole in the wall.
Okay. I'm going to approach one. I'm gonna approach them.
Okay.
And I'm going to say.
I'm gonna have you do me a favor, real quick.
Yes.
Give me the names of your 2 most devout and loyal followers.
Hey, we found your fan club.
I'm going to call them.
John and Luke.
I'm gonna call them Tyron and Gamor.
Okay, Tyron and Gamor.
One's a he, one's a he.
Okay. All right. So you get close, and one of them speaks and says, in a very gruff and strained voice, like it hasn't used its vocal cords in many years, and it says, "Abbott, is that you? Abbott, it is me, Tyrene."
Grandma, it's me, Anastasia.
And they shrug off their disgusting, filthy hide and their beautiful people underneath.
Nope.
So I'm going to like look into their eyes and try to figure out who it is, and then it's gonna like come to me. Some more.
Yeah, very, very minor resemblance, but like a couple, like the way the cheeks are and whatnot. But you can see that there many of the features. 90% of what you're looking at isn't Tyrene.
But the person inside is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna embrace him and be like, I'm gonna.
You get close.
Yeah.
We learn nothing from the seer.
Wait. You embrace them and get close?
Yeah, I can embrace them from afar, like a
Your
virtual
hug.
hug.
Okay. So you get up, and you put your arms around it, and you have to like slide your arm between two spikes on the left side, and the other right side is like as you're wrapping around and touching the back, you're touching like a big
So it's
kind
awkward.
of bony. It's very awkward. He's hunched over and whatnot.
She.
And, Gamora is the woman, right? Yeah. So this is the man, and it stands there, and you can see that the hug is very awkward for both, and then it kind of like clicks its jaw a little bit, and then it bites you.
Bad follower.
Yeah.
This is why we can't have good things.
Yeah,
Was
you
this the one that I had incited? Or is this the one that... No, okay, it's the other one.
Did you have to make an attack roll on that? Because that's the one I banged, and it's still within the time.
She willingly went into its arms.
So it's still with advantage. Basically.
So it bites me.
Yeah, it bites you. It does 3 points of damage, and you can feel it like pinch in. What do you do?
I'll just ask why.
You taste so good. I couldn't resist.
It's not how we do it.
It's how we do it now, Abbott. Since you cursed us.
Can I uncurse them?
It was not Abbott. It was
Wait.
not.
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Can I?
I'm assuming it's got.
To it? I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Oh, it's got a remove. It's a remove curse thing. I.
Could tomorrow.
Yeah, I could probably do it tomorrow.
Right.
Pencil you in for a 8 a.m. decurse.
Yeah, like schedule an appointment for it.
Do you wince back? Do you push back now, or you let? Then the other one kind of it takes a couple steps towards you, and you can see it start to lick its lips. Looks so good, Abbott.
I'm gonna point my rapier at that one and move a little closer.
It's not.
I'm like, no.
It's not what you think. I fixed this.
So here's the thing. These are your disciples, right? If you wanted to speak in Celestial to them, they would understand.
Okay. So yes.
They would their comments back would probably be in common, just because
they don't. Yeah.
they don't speak it very well.
Yeah.
Unlike you fluently.
Yes.
Right. But it's the way I view celestial here. It's kind of like Latin, all the for churches of old, right? You know it. It's not very well. You do sermons in it and that kind of thing.
Enough to read the scripture in it, but that's about it.
So I'll say.
So you can say in normal
Yeah.
language to them.
So-
These guys wouldn't understand a word, but
I'll fix it.
Huh?
I'll fix it.
They say you cannot fix it. It has been too long. We have no idea how long it's truly been, but we know it's been hundreds of years.
321.
Let me go and I'll explain. I won't let them hurt you.
It continues barefoot to step around, and it looks to you and it says, "You've cursed us, Abbott. Why do you do us such? You truly, truly have put shame upon Lathander."
How?
It's all a lie. All of it. You know that if I did this, I would take responsibility. You know that. Have I ever lied?
They said, "We don't know you to lie. But look what has come of you." And you don't look the same, right? You're
Yeah.
glowy eyes and kind of glowing veins, or however you picture yourself. You know,
Mm-hmm.
your bleach blonde hair.
Yeah. Will you let us explain?
For you, Abbott. But it is difficult for us to hold back when we smell that blood on you.
Tie him up.
But as I'm like holding my, wherever the wound is.
Yeah, like right on your neck.
Yeah, like, but I'll tell a story of what happened, how it happened, like truthfully.
Roll a persuasion check.
Don't you fail me now.
Can I help her by filling in gaps in her story?
She's saying it's celestial.
Yeah.
So no.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep tying up bones. Like as many bones as you'll let me tie up while this is going on. That's what I'm doing.
Stop in the corner making Blair Witch dolls.
Come help me.
11?
Many hands, man.
They don't want to touch them.
You're a
I don't have mage hand today.
But I'll tell my.
I'll whisper at you.
of
Come
my
help me.
They
experience.
listen to your story.
Mhm.
They say, "But Thedora, and the world was cracked when you left, split asunder. The cataclysm, the land, we were twisted." What are you pointing at?
Elrindle.
Allegedly.
I'll just.
Your
I'll just
idea.
say,
And they say,
Point up the crystal.
and
Your idea.
Thedora, she spoke that it was you. How could she lie? How can you both be telling the truth? And then Lathander no longer spoke to us. We couldn't hear Lathander's voice without your beacon.
I'm gonna.
He's back now.
I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna say, I'm so sorry. I should never have left. It wasn't my choice. But I'm gonna fix this. It doesn't seem like it now. But I won't stop until everything is put back the way it was.
They say it's too late for us. We are forever the guardians for your tome. Tomb. A tome.
My tome.
Yeah, your tome. Your book.
The Book of Abbott.
Anyways, and Theldora will not be pleased to see you.
I understand.
She's still around?
She's probably as twisted as they are, and it's been 300 years.
She's still around?
But I'll say,
Yeah, they say that. You're asking. You literally just kind of exclaim, "She's still around," you know?
Yeah. And they don't pay attention to me at all. Do they?
They say she is deeper.
In the catacombs?
Yes.
Great.
but I'll say, Lathander will smile upon you again. If I have to give my last breath to make it so, then I will.
They begin to weep. However, as much as a touching a moment it is, you realize that these are gigantic, grotesque creatures, shells of their former selves.
Flashbacks.
Yeah.
Gideon in Abyssal, listening to this conversation, is mumbling promises, promises, promises. You know, just like
Celestial and Abyssal aren't the same.
I know, but they
Polar opposites.
yeah.
All
Oh
right.
yeah, he can't understand you. I'm sorry.
But you can understand them.
Yeah, I'm hearing
they're-
them. But if all they do is start crying, I mean, are they saying thank you, thank you? I mean,
It's,
yeah. Never mind. It really doesn't.
It's-
I was
yeah.
just trying that flavor, but
yeah.
it's okay.
So, they look to you and they say, Theldora, she smashed it. She was angry. She could no longer speak to Lathander. She found other ways to speak to him.
Dark ways.
They are not our ways.
Where's the missing piece?
Theldora has it. You still have the one that's still laying on the floor over here.
Yeah, we haven't had a chance to really see much about it. Or I could have, picked it up on the way over.
She curses it, for it disfigured her over time as well.
We must return it.
Yeah.
They agree?
Yeah, they agree.
Okay. I forgot to put my damage on it. You said she's deeper?
Yes. In her tomb.
Then you go for her. But I can't ask any more of you.
We are not sure that we would follow you, for you break our hearts and the world.
Wrong.
But I'll say goodbye, my friends. And then I'll be like, we go now.
And we go?
In common.
You don't want to see what they buried? It's your tomb over there.
There's a key in the lock.
I just ask the guys, what's in the tomb? If it's not her, she's right here. What's in there?
She was at first mourned. There was a funeral. She was, or he, sorry. Right.
He just changes genders
Yeah.
in conversation.
He was buried here in honor, not with the body, but with his belongings.
Anything you need? Because there's all your stuff.
I'll make a stop on the way back, probably. Or, I mean, I can't. There's all stuff that I can't really carry, anyways.
Yeah, and you know what probably is in there, like ceremonial robes and that kind of thing.
It's like an Egyptian tomb. They also mummified my cat. in my
You know
sheet.
that you're probably buried with some riches. There's probably some money
It's not robbing, but yours.
It's not robbing if it's yours.
It's my own grave.
Getting it on the way back's a good idea.
I'll say. You said getting it on the way back.
That's what you said. That was your initial reaction, right?
Yeah.
Like, if there's something bad, like let's deal with that on the way back.
Well, I'll say. May I?
They say it is yours.
I'll open it. I'll go over.
You go over and you're like, you can't do this by yourself, right? Because you're pretty weak, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're gonna need help.
You look longingly at you guys.
I'm not
I'll be
much
like,
help.
"Ee."
We don't have any strong characters.
All right.
I'll help.
One of the we'll
But,
say
like, it's not
Gamor,
gonna
who has been very quiet,
Do good.
walks up the stairs over to the sarcophagi and pushes the lid over. Inside, you see the rotted remains of what used to be your most ornamental robe.
But the Pope hat's still good.
However, you know that it was spun with golden thread, and you can see that the golden thread is still intact, untarnished. You're able to pull the wisps of it out. In there as well, you see that there is a golden egg. It was a gift to you from those afar.
What are
Like
those
a
called?
Fabergé egg?
A Fabergé egg?
Fabergé egg, yeah.
One.
Yeah.
Nice.
Along with a small coffer, approximately 1,500 gold.
That sure is funny.
Yeah, and that's you're looking, you're like, they didn't bury you with all your gold because the church made money.
Yeah.
So even though you kind of had a classic poor life, you didn't really.
No. I
She
didn't.
lived a humble life,
Yeah.
not a poor life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was comfortable.
Yeah.
But
And the reason you had so much money is because you didn't spend it.
yeah.
You know,
Okay.
religions make money.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, you still have a sizable amount of cash, and you're like, this will help.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll ask them if they can leave. Can they leave this place?
Says, we cannot see the light. It burns us.
Oh, did you make a roll for vampirism?
We will come
Or
back.
lycanthropy?
I'll say, be well,
Lycanthropy would be
my
the sun,
friends.
They say, before you turn and leave, they say, turn the key. That'll allow you down to where she is.
Thank you.
Do you go turn the key?
Yeah.
So you turn the key, you can feel like a click within the wall, and then you hear, and Mississippi hears that sweet sound.
Grinding stone on
grinding
stone of a
stone
secret door
on
opening?
stone happening elsewhere in the dungeon.
Just like home.
With that, you guys turn to leave, and we're going to take a break. So we'll be back in 10 minutes or so, and we're going to continue to explore deeper, darker, down into this Danker, down into this crypt. But we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Welcome back. Just to recap, those are just rejoining us and whatnot. Nothing's normal. Everything's a match. And worst of all, like Abbott's past life is completely messed up, and everything about his past life is just sad, right? And that's kind of it, and that's where we're at. All right, so you guys walk your way back to basically the entrance of the area, the entrance of the tomb, and you can see that one stone door that was once closed is now open. The door itself was not secret, but you didn't know how it, like, that's it. Exactly it, how it opened.
I don't think we tried to open that one.
No, you didn't.
No.
And you would not have been able to. So,
Here?
yeah, right there to there.
To there?
Let me double check.
Okay.
Or is it that one?
Or is it that one?
No, it's not that one. I gotta look at the map. Hold on. Oh wait, there's a little.
That one?
Oh, there's little like a vestibule type thing. Yeah, that would do it. Okay. It's like that, and then it's like that. Okay.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So yeah, the door that's like right across from the entrance basically has been opened via this. Yeah. So beyond this door, there's a small room with a lever next to another stone door already open. Beyond that door is a set of steep stairs that leads down into the darkness. And it takes a right.
Makes an L.
Darkness, or is it still like dimly lit? Or
There
was
is
that the
not
only place
any
that was
light
dimly
down
lit?
there.
Okay.
I had a torch somewhere. Somebody was holding my torch.
I had it.
It wasn't okay.
I'll pull it out and it just catches on fire. Because I can do that.
All right, let's talk about
Let's
talk about marching order for a second.
Sure.
Who's first? Raise your hand.
Hello.
Okay. Set. You are. Okay, and then second, and then third. Good enough. We don't care about who's what.
Oh, I thought you would carry up the back end, or no? Or do you want to be in the back?
Well, you have dark vision, so you would be the best to be.
Had dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Lost that when I died.
I
She
can
has
see
dark
just
vision.
fine. I don't know why you guys need a torch. It's not that dark.
Yeah.
I fart in your face.
No, we saved that for Theodora.
No, I can do it as often as I'd like to.
It is a
Yeah,
cantrip.
like
All right. So the stairs go down, and this is the first thing that you know. This is new. This is not initial part of the what you knew as the crypts. This was all added on after you left or passed or however you want to.
Cataclysm.
Yeah, after the cataclysm.
Post
Probably
cataclysm.
during the cataclysm, actually. So, yeah, this you're not familiar with this. Where you were familiar with the other two wings, you don't know what's down there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what to expect. So you step down the stairs and then take a right into a small 20-foot by 20-foot room. In each of the corners there is a pillar, and then there is an open hallway with a little doorway, but no door, but doorway going basically north out here. We're gonna call that north.
which way is north? That way?
You said north was back to her thing?
North.
Is yeah, top of my page is north. I'm
Okay.
gonna write that.
Yeah, we're just calling that north. I don't know if it actually matters.
It is now.
Okay.
For purposes of orientating ourselves with doors.
Yeah. Okay, so you're down in this room, and you can see there's a hallway, and you can see the hallway goes over into a T.
Yeah. Can she see the? Is there rubble at the right end of the hallway?
You can't see that yet.
Can't see that.
You want to keep going?
Left to right.
You should be checking
We're-
things.
are we
Rogue.
here?
Yeah, you're in that room there.
I mean, I'm not a trap sniffer.
So we go,
We're screwed.
and we see there's stuff to the right.
Yeah.
But a door to the left.
So you walk down the hallway.
I will, as much as I can, being second in the turn order.
You can share space with me.
You can see over my head.
Yeah.
I am short. Can I go first? Okay, I'll go first. What?
This is the torch.
And I will.
So you're first, you're
Yep.
second,
She's got the torch.
and then third? Yeah. Okay.
So,
And then we don't matter.
being this is a dun of the Juns,
Yeah.
I am going to be looking for levers,
Okay, roll
pressure plates, or tripwires.
we're up for perception check.
Cool.
They've got nothing to fear here. They wouldn't trap this. My flaw is that I trust people too
How's
much.
that bite wound?
It's fine.
Oh, I don't know
It's
what
just
I
a little
rolled
bit.
too. Hang on. That's a 17 plus 8.
You step into the hallway, and then you look at the stone wall that juts in, making the archway, and you see small little holes kind of pocketed in the wall. And you remind yourself of a scene you saw in a movie. No, but
A play that I saw.
yeah, a play
Yeah,
that you
sure.
saw where there was this
One of those flipping picture books.
A rotoscope
anyways, a character that you're
that I'm familiar with.
familiar with, kind of putting his hand in front of some light and darts shooting through.
Yeah. Yeah, where's the light coming from?
There's
in
no
this
light, but you see
scenario?
you see the dark ones.
Okay, so
You said you weren't any good at this.
I did not say that. I said I ain't no trap sniffer.
Okay,
You
you
can
said
go
you're
up
no
and
trap
sniff 'em.
sniffer
I'm
as
not
you
sniffing.
sniff out a
I'm
wonderful
not
trap.
sniffing it. Cheapers, creepers.
Sounds like a trap.
Do I see any sort of? I will. Oh, first of all, I will gesture. Stop.
Okay.
I hope that doesn't like totally punch your groin at that level.
Probably does.
Okay, great.
It'll stop him.
Stop groping me.
Not the first time, but she's accidentally grabbed somebody in that general area.
Yeah,
Probably someone's thigh.
comes
You're
in
like, yeah.
territory. Yep, being.
It's something they don't talk about in this fantasy settings, right?
Yeah.
Because people height differences really make certain things awkward.
I hope there's really good like chiropractors for halflings and for gnomes because you're walking around like this all the time.
Yeah, especially when you go to the public bath.
We just carry around a box, like a little soap box or a stool.
A little collapsible step stool.
Yep. It's
You're
like attached to your back.
Anyways,
Okay.
there's a trap here.
Yes. So I gesture stop.
Yeah.
And I will say there is a trap here. I don't know what triggers it. Can I look for any sort of triggering mechanism?
Yeah. So, in classic Dungeons and Dragons fashion, that there is a pressure plate on the floor that is matches the stone, or actually, it's white stone for the floor and marble for the walls here.
Okay.
So the white stone of the floor, it's done really well, but you can tell that it is a large plate. You think if you just step around it, no big deal.
I step around it.
Yeah, you can walk around it. They have to step around it.
Gideon puts the words "Don't step here" on the pressure plate with
A little luminescent red. yellow line.
prestidigitation means I can make a symbol or
Not a
some
step.
words
just do that,
appear.
like black and yellow caution tape
Yeah,
that they put over like.
Does it weigh anything? Is it enough to trigger the?
It's an
No.
illusion, basically.
yeah. It's just illusion. that
Does your
says
illusion
something.
weigh anything?
So you get down to the teeth.
Don't step.
You
here.
see that there's more holes on this side as well.
On
At the tee, across from you. Like they would have
facing
shot.
us.
They would have shot down the hallway from
Okay.
both directions. Then you look over to your right, and you can see that whatever was built there has collapsed in on itself.
Okay.
And then you can see to the left that there's a door, big stone door with a iron kind of pull handle.
Stone door. Rubble.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably.
Yep.
Can I? If I were to inspect these dart holes, would I be able to see the darts in them?
You want to stick your face in front of the dark holes.
Can one be like tried out?
I've seen this
bit?
little rascal sketch before.
Right.
You can't like pry one out, or
Now that I say it out loud, you're like, no, I don't want to do that. But I said I would, so I'm going to.
Well, like I would try it. I would try best I can to be like on the see. I see the dart holes in a section on the wall.
do you want?
I'm gonna be on the side of that. I'm gonna kind of peer and just like shine the torch so I can see if there are actually darts in the hole.
You're curious how this thing works.
Roll
I love
a,
it.
I want a dart.
Oh.
Roll a investigation check.
Okay, I'm decent at that.
I was gonna say if you're just gonna stick
So
your face in it, I was gonna be like, do we need to roll something to like stop her?
I might just let this happen.
7.
Do you really want to be down?
I'm
one
good at this.
Or one meat shield.
Yeah, you're like so
You're still
like,
around, you
but
can
you're
heal her.
afraid of like maybe you
Just,
can
you know,
trigger
be
it,
not-
and
Yeah.
just get a bolt straight in the brain.
I can't see it.
Right, you can't see.
What do you
Did we do anything with
I
the?
can you
For
see?
for like, by the way, for like 2 minutes, she's doing one of these to the wall.
Yeah, I just asked. What are you doing?
Okay.
I mean, I'm glad you found these, but
They're dart holes, and I want to see if there are darts in there, but I can't see it. The light is distracting.
can we just
Very not flattering when you see her just go.
can we tell where these things
I
are
know,
going to
I-
shoot from?
It's fine. I'm hideous anyway.
Did we
Maybe
do
it would
anything
help
with the
improve your
relic?
Do you want to
with,
just
last
get
round?
out of the
True
way
story.
and press the pressure plate? And,
Well, I don't want the darts to be like consumed or broken or used up.
Well, can we put it into something that it won't like
Hey,
hurt too
can
much?
you do the ghostly mage hand that you did the once before? I think you did it once before. Did you do it once before? I could be wrong.
Not today.
Have I ever seen you cast mage hand?
Yeah, maybe because I ripped a tick off of Gideon when he came
That's
running
right.
to me screaming.
Yeah,
If
that
you
was
do
fun.
it,
So you can't do it today. All right.
Oh, I got
Um,
tick minis now.
Ugh!
Of course you do.
honestly, I'm just like I'm just standing by that step and I'm like eyeballing it.
Can,
Like,
I
We
will.
just try.
I'll attempt.
You can grab projectiles.
Yes,
Can't you?
One.
Missile catcher.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want me to press the
Alright.
plate?
So, let's see here. Give me a second. I start thinking about that as she mentions it. I'm like, well, I have been known to do that.
Did we grab the piece of artifact from that room with
Yes.
the other two? Okay.
Never said it, but I assumed it.
She did.
Well,
I forgot if we actually established that or not.
I heard her say it.
All right.
She said on her way.
Go back.
So, I'm going to go ahead and move closer towards the plate. And I'm going to put my foot on the plate and reach out towards where one of the dart holes is.
He's gonna die.
What did the rest of you do while he's doing this?
Hit the
Getting
deck.
the crap out of there.
Yeah,
I'm-
gonna
I'm-
step back.
At the tee around the corner.
Yeah, getting out.
We don't have to go that
I
far
give
back,
him my
do we?
bag and I'm like, hold this in
Is
front of me.
This is the pressure plate. The pressure plate is in the archway, right?
I'm going.
Alright.
I'm leaving.
So
Pressure
I'm
plate
going to
is
be
in the
using one of my
archway,
key
right?
points.
So it's right here
No, it's in the middle of the hallway.
In
of this hallway. So it's like here.
Yeah, and the darts are there.
So they're going across.
I'm going on the stairs.
All right.
This is what I want. I want each of you to roll one attack roll versus Ryan. There are four actually crossbow bolts.
Oh, better get my good one.
And there are 4 of you that are not involved with this. So great.
All right.
Oh,
If you want to use your inspiration on this, I'll let you.
Can you use the inspiration to roll?
Do we want to hit him or do we
Lower?
not want to hit him?
So
What's your AC, sir?
my AC is 16, and I put my hand in front of one of them. I didn't stand in front of it.
No, you got to be in the center of the room, the center of the hall.
In order to be on the pressure plate, you are going to be in the middle of all of the holes.
Yeah.
Throw
Can't just
something
put my
at it.
foot down on it.
You're not that tall, buddy.
Anyways,
Hang on, so-
you are.
The dart holes line the hallway. There's
so
a
I don't
pressure
think
plate
he-
in the
Based
middle.
off me or just
Can
what
we-
I rolled?
What did you roll?
8.
So 12 AC. 4. 8 AC. What do you roll?
Crit, didn't ya?
18.
22 AC.
No, I did though.
Did you?
I crit.
Of course you did.
I'm going to use my inspiration though.
No, you can't.
You said I could.
To make it better.
You said
That was a joke.
He's gonna die.
So
He was fun.
Can I
twice.
just also say that his character would have understood how this worked? He didn't. So he was making this plan on his understanding of how this worked, not on Felric's understanding. Felric would have been like, if I press on this, all 4 of these are going to come after me.
No.
He was saying, I just want to get next to
Up
one.
to 30?
30 damage?
No. Holes.
There's 30 holes.
Yeah, there's pockets, just holes.
It's all over the place. All right.
Yep.
So he crit and she hit.
Yeah.
And so I basically,
50%.
Based off damage, isn't it?
yeah, it's how much I reduce it by. So
Oh.
so on that, we need one of those to at least beat my AC anyways.
All right.
So let's start with the crit one first.
the crit one. 13.
13. All right. So I just need to get 13 or more on this roll.
Which is impossible because you're rolling a d10.
It's plus monk level, I think.
Plus monk level and dex mod.
Oh.
So thank you very much. So
so thank you very much.
Too late to do that.
Sassy pants.
Too late.
did I use
That would have been really
He
smart.
still has
though.
the inspiration. Right?
That would have been long gone.
All right. Well, I end up taking 1 damage because of that.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the other one then.
All right.
6.
All right, 1 second here.
I had to go and want a dart, didn't I? Mm.
And
Sorry, I
they're
didn't-
not even darts.
Sorry, I
They're
didn't-
crossbow bolts.
I know.
Sorry, I'm not thinking.
Well, in
I
my
should have handed you a
experience-
bardic inspiration.
In my experience,
That's what I was
sometimes
saying,
they're
but he
wasted
was like,
poison,
nope.
And sometimes the
So-
poison does interesting things.
This
And
plan
maybe I
wasn't well,
could,
well
Oh,
thought
yeah,
out.
you're looking for
It's fine.
something.
It's totally fine.
Is it you?
So for that one, I would
No,
actually be able to.
someone
So you,
catch
you
it.
catch that one. So
I catch that
one
one
hand,
and-
you touch it,
Like a
and then it
poison.
like comes into your arm or whatever.
Yeah.
And
So
it just grazes your arm. And the other one you grab.
Awesome.
I don't think so.
Is it safe
No, it
yet?
isn't a game that
Are you dead?
So down on the other way, there's a. You got 1 crossbow bolt now. Actually.
That's all it was.
be like,
This is the freaking
this is what you
crossbow bolt.
wanted.
Yeah.
It's not
Actually,
poisoned or
are
anything.
Are you well?
All the other ones did not break.
So you have a
They hit the
butt-
wall, so you have 4 crossbow bolts.
Got a bunch of them.
wasn't as hard as you thought.
Yeah, it worked.
Okay.
So
there's
remember
another-
one time I
Are
crit on
they
you.
are they poisoned?
Are you gonna lick it and find out?
This is a church.
This is a church. he said.
It is a church.
No,
So
Where they
I'm
drink
poisoned.
blood.
they're not poison that you can tell.
And they
What about
would
that?
they
I could tell.
would they fit a hand crossbow or just a regular crossbow?
They don't even
Crossbows are crossbow bolts.
Okay, so yes, the answer is
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so there's a stone door with a pull ring. There's a trap back there if you want to mess with it some more.
Oh,
No.
Do we hear clicking of it being reloaded? To all like 30 of them
Well, the thing
reloading.
is, you only triggered 4 of like the 30 or so holes.
Gotcha. Creepers.
It's like this.
This way?
Snarkly mentioned something about they sell those, right?
All right. A set of stone stairs lead down to a landing, then turns to the north. Beyond the bend, a faint rise of flickering light dances across the walls.
Dancing.
Yep. So that's what you see from up here.
Gideon changes the sign to say "Step here for
So
fun."
the statue's at the end of this piece.
Yeah. And you haven't laid on it.
Free crossbow bolts.
yet. You
Yeah.
know that it's down
Just for orientating.
there. All right, who's going first? We can't both go first.
Yeah, we can.
Halfling
You wanna-
nimbleness. I can move through the space of a creature a size larger than I am.
You're just
Do you
darting
want to
in
ride on
between
my
your
shoulders?
steps.
Oh, that's an option.
It's like a
Anyway,
cat.
so you guys go down the steps, and there's a door opposite the way. Then you can hear a voice coming from the opposite side of the door. But to your left, you see another statue of Lathander, and this one has been
Desecrated.
desecrated. There's a big jagged marks across its chest, and the head has been removed and is sitting.
I don't even go here now.
Sitting on the floor. Looks like it hit the floor really bad. The floor has got a chunk of stone kind of taken out of it as well from where the head hit.
Is it too late to get mending?
To take the spell mending?
Take mending for the day?
Yeah, it's
It's
too
a
late.
cantrip,
And
you
also,
can't
it's cantrip.
do
You
it.
can't do that. Yeah.
You can't switch out your cantrips. Cantrips are always the
No, as a cleric, you can switch out all spells.
So you can hear mumbling, but you can't make out the voices.
Can we make out what language?
No, not through the door.
Can I put a cup? Is it a stone door with a big pole like the last one?
Yeah. Yep.
Do they sound? No, never mind. So you've never seen any of this before, huh?
Nope. This is all new to her.
Open door?
How many
Swords out?
followers like those two back there did you have?
Just two.
You had a whole cathedral full of followers.
True followers.
True followers?
Close followers.
Dozen.
Dozen or so. Call them apostles.
Yeah.
I was about to say that.
Wow, that was good.
Or disciples. I don't know if there's a difference.
There is a difference.
We could get into it, but
We're not going to get into it.
Tell for
Okay.
a later time.
The
push
apostles
door
would have
swords
some
out?
some special abilities that all the rest of them would now.
Oh.
It's like super disciples.
Push. Open door swords out?
Grade 3
Yes?
disciples. Yes.
Yes.
Depending on how long we spent since that fight, I still have like a meteor just kind of hovering around me.
Ready to toss it?
Last 10 minutes, so.
Yeah, you're near the end of it.
Okay.
Easy. That conversation between those guys would have taken
5 6 minutes probably. Easy. Yeah, so I think you're near the end of it. You have like a minute left.
Alright.
kick him in the door.
Yeah. Do you want to open the door?
Is there there's literally nowhere else
Yes,
to go,
I want.
right?
Yes,
Okay,
I
this
want
is-
to open the door.
This is a one-way. Who's opening? You're opening it?
I'm in front. I'm opening the door. What? Where? What? Oh, there.
The pit's right in front of you. So turn it. Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
good. That's a good sense
Oh,
to hear.
pits!
It's a
That's
big
where the
pit.
bones are going.
It's a big pit. Big pit.
It's not that kind of place.
All right. The floor of this rectangular chamber is breached directly in front of the door by a collapsed trap, a spike pit nearly 15 feet across and nearly 25 feet wide. There are narrow ledges on both sides that should allow passage around the pit. However, it looks like it would be for you two. It looked like it would be okay for the three larger of you. looks like this would be very kind of perilous to kind of tiptoe your way around.
To be fair, Gideon's pretty small. Because you know how like celebrities are always smaller than what you anticipate. Gideon's really short.
Okay.
That's in my characters. He's tiny.
So across near the center of the chamber stands a brazier that's lit and flickering light. There is also a sealed sarcophagus set off to one side. Okay.
Get around it, I guess.
How deep is it? And there's spikes at the bottom?
There are spikes. It is like 20 feet deep with like rusted spikes on it.
Bye bye femurs.
Hey,
Hey, throw the
I untie him and just chuck him in there.
confetti, femur confetti. Be free.
It's not going to be loud at all and attract.
Yeah,
whatever.
clank, clank, clank. That's for sure. But they kind of come down, and you can see the femurs start to like almost like start popping towards each other.
Oh, they start moving towards each other? I start insulting them.
What is the
Hey, if these things are sentient, then it's going to do something.
Yeah.
I do. I start insulting
Okay,
them.
that's fine. You just sit there, and he's making weird remarks to the pit.
In abyssal.
In Abyssal. And, okay, anyways, so the rest of you are standing there, and he kind of pushed forward and threw all these bones inside of the pit. Yeah, and then he started to say mean words to these bones, like
Arthritis.
If they're moving towards each other, absolutely. In fact, I'm warning them. Okay, I think they're forming, guys. Guys. They're forming.
What's a mean word to a bone?
Calcium deficient.
Yep.
I was thinking arthritis.
you'll never bone anything again.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
favorite?
Yeah.
There's our session title right there.
Which is the best way to get around that pit? Can I assess that?
Carefully.
I've described the pit to you. You see a map. That's up to you.
I would like to try and make my way around it, going to the left.
So
You're
you
gonna go to
can
the
make
left? Like,
Yeah.
you can
just
make
go
an acrobatics check
Okay.
to maintain balance,
Okay.
and because you are a small size creature,
Okay.
I'm going to grant you advantage.
Bless. All right.
I'll go around the right.
Okay.
I'm going to inspire you.
I'm gonna need it.
Okay. Roll an acrobatics check to see how. Whoa! What does that face mean?
It means 13.
It's a D6, right? D6 or D8?
D8. Since 5th level.
Yeah, you tiptoe, and there's one point where you part of the stone floor collapses under your foot,
Yep.
but you grasp the wall with your left
Okay.
hand and were able to hang on, and you make your way around with it.
Okay. Can I use one of the pythons that's left in my climber's kit? Pound it into the wall?
Kittens?
Yeah.
Whatever them are things
The
are
spiky
called.
thing from my climber's kit and pound it into the wall, tie a rope to it, and toss the rope back.
Okay.
So basically, it's if anybody falls, they pull themselves out.
Okay.
I'm anchoring a rope for them.
Yes.
Okay.
I got a 16.
Yeah, you tiptoe over rather easily.
What'd my inspiration give you?
I didn't even
Oh, you
use
didn't
it.
even use it?
I rolled a 15.
All right. Who else wants to climb over?
I'll go the route that you said
Yeah.
that Mississippi did, and you said because of size, it's an advantage.
Yes. You are small, therefore it's easier for you to do this.
Would you have caught the rope that I threw you?
Yep.
Okay.
22.
Yeah, you basically just walk over.
He is smaller than me.
Triple advantage.
Okay.
Ladies first.
Go ahead then.
Okay.
You walk right into that.
Does the rope give him any aid at all, or is that just
You
going to
want
be
your
The
helpful
rope,
back?
to help him out if he falls in?
yeah, the rope will.
I got a 13.
Yeah, you make it over.
Okay.
But I was gonna think like the rope will probably slow the fall damage.
Okay.
Basically. Yeah. So instead of hitting the floor, you hit the wall. Yeah.
All right, toss the rope to you
Yep.
then, Elrindle.
Tides of Chaos. I'm of course. This gives you. This is basically free inspiration.
Okay.
He gets to cash in horrible things later.
And I will.
That's
Use
even
this.
So the high out of those two, because I don't think that's a re-roll. Take the second. I think it's just advantage.
Yeah.
Use it.
Is a nice. Said acrobatics.
Yep.
It's a nice 10.
So it is a failure. It's not a spectacular failure, right? Because you need 5 or more to fail spectacular. So you don't fall completely into the pit, but you do, using the rope, slam into the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the fall damage, not the spike damage.
Okay.
Okay? Still 3d6.
Yay.
12 damage.
I'm just standing there on the other side, like, why are you going the hard way?
And with that, you can just kind of climb up the rest of the way because her pitten is at the end.
Let's hurry up and get into combat so you can use that bardic inspiration.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to avoid conflict at all costs.
Yep, and I still maintain.
Concentration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's
Oh, you can still use it for ability checks.
because the DC for that was
So all
12.
kinds of stuff.
It's damage if it's below 10. Or,
Yep.
Yeah.
No, so it's 10. So it's 10 and or half damage if it's higher than that.
Okay, so yeah, I maintain it.
Yep. Okay. So there is a lit brazier in the center of the room. There's a door on the opposite side.
Is it
You can
sarcophagus?
hear mumbling.
From the sarcophagus?
No, not from the
From the door?
from the door.
Okay, so now that we're closer, can we understand what's going on the other side of the door? Because 2 doors away we couldn't. Now we're 1 door away.
Okay. Yes, you
Okay.
can make it out.
What do I hear? I'm up next to the door.
It says it's saying it's kind of like wailing, and it's like, Abbott, if you were only here, I would strike you down. I would kill you again. I know you died a terrible death at the hands of the Grand Arcanist, but
Just bust in.
Eudora? Is that her voice?
it is a female voice. However, it's deep. The deep female voice.
I was just remembering from like
Well, she was a halfling.
Hercules,
So
where it's
if
like,
things
I
turn
can almost
backwards,
hear his voice. I'm right here.
Yeah.
No, go
But
bust in the
in this,
door.
in this, it's more.
The opposite.
Yeah, the opposite. So,
So if I'm the only one next to the door listening, right?
Yep.
Okay. You guys are having a discussion about something. Maybe I don't know, but
I'm
I'm
pulling the pitten back out. of
sure.
the
I
wall.
go over to you. I'm like, your friend's over there, and she's saying something about if only you were here, she would kill you again. You want to go ruin her day? Let's do it. You should just bust in the
I'm gonna go
door.
wreck everything.
Okay, no, and then I'm like, hey, hang on. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm really good at this stuff. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna count to 3. Okay, and I'm gonna start playing on my drum, and I'm gonna make sparks like flying around you and stuff like that. Okay, but you just gotta bust in the door when at the count of 3. Okay, we're gonna give you an entrance here. You ready for this?
Is
Okay.
there a folding chair we can add to this?
John?
Hey DM, for the record, DM, having done this before, I got a little pouch of like gunpowder stuff that I toss into the air, and then I put sparks into it. And it kind of flames up a little bit just to add a little bit more flair. Okay.
Right.
So
You can just call me Josh.
We're gonna make a big old entrance here.
Which
Right?
door is it though? Right at the top.
Oh, straight that way.
Yeah. I really like it.
Finally, Gideon gets to kind of create a little bit here, and he gets to use some creativity and.
I just hope that I can bust down the door because I don't really have. It's like that momentum.
Oh, just open it. You don't have to. Yeah, just open it. Just slam. Whatever you do, just slam.
Slam it. Okay.
Kicks the door and doesn't even budge.
Yeah, like
I'd be so. I would take embarrassment damage at that point.
embarrassment.
I would take like 3d6 embarrassment damage after that.
Excellent. It just fits on the page.
All right. You open up the door and all these fireworks and whatnot.
Drumming is going on. Yes, all kinds of just.
And let me describe the room.
Mace in one hand. Focus in the other. Quarterstaff.
A low ceiling chamber holds a single statue of Lathander in the back corner. It has been disfigured incredibly, slashed. There are on the stone around it, on the floor, on the ceiling that hangs low. There are marks, claw marks, telling a story of hatred. In the west, there's a single ornate sarcophagus. The sarcophagus lid is open, and sitting within the sarcophagus is this gigantic figure. You look into its face, and you see a hint of somebody you used to know. Fedora.
Oh boy!
She has bones spiked 3 feet out her back. She stands 15 feet tall.
She's not a halfling, she's a quadrupling.
Yeah, she has hair growing out of the back of her legs, out of her chest, and
Other regions.
other regions. Her fingernails have grown 2 feet in length.
Horrible.
Yeah. She looks to be like her skin, which is stretched tight, looks to be bruised and inflamed around where the bones protrude from her body. She has this vicious grin as she looks over and she says, "Do my eyes deceive me? The very one that has cursed us all has come home."
You know that's a lie.
Oh, it's not a lie.
Gideon just.
It is not a lie.
I just dissonant whisper her right now. I don't even give a crap anymore.
I'm DM privileging this.
Huh?
I'm DM privileging this.
Forced exposition.
Yeah. You want to cut her story short?
Pause.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah.
You want to cut her story short then?
All right, let's let her monologue or evil bad guy along for a little bit.
That's fine.
She says, "After you, we couldn't reach Lathander anymore. Those who still worshipped him twisted and turned into creatures. Without his blessings, we became decrepit. Look upon me.
Rather
This.
not.
This is what the absence of God truly looks like. And this is what you did."
He left you long before the calamity. Or cataclysm. I call it calamity. But
It's true, I could barely hear a whisper of his voice, never making out quite what he said, but I could hear him. I could. But after you left, and after the world shattered, I couldn't hear him anymore. It's your fault. You took him with you.
That's an interesting way to phrase it.
I dig it. I'm gonna say
It's fine. It's in a life group.
it's over. This dark magic that you're using can't continue. It's time, Theodore.
Alright. I think we have time for this.
Hope so.
She stands and steps out of the sarcophagus. And she says, I will taste your blood. And I will get that. I will hear his voice once again. The magic that courses through your blood will be my portal.
We kill her?
And with that, you can cast now.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll
Your
into
turn.
initiative though.
Now
I
you
don't
can
get to do it
dissonate with
before?
her.
No, because she's ready. So as soon as like you're all tense and going. So let's roll.
What do you want us to roll?
What was it?
It was 11.
Oh, that's pathetic.
Okay. Let's see. Let's think about this. We're just gonna roll perceptions again. And I'm gonna get her stats.
Hey, that's my first nat 1 with this character. Incredible. I did ask for all the nat 1s, guys.
We're
2 nat 1s in a row.
there is a bookmark.
Love this game.
We need to give you back your
Halflings.
good juju.
All right.
That's fine. Just means I go last.
All right. So Ryan, what do you get?
Got a 5.
Oh, Nate,
21.
Liz,
20.
Emily.
9. That
Yep.
was a nat 1, by the way, but I don't know.
All right, and then I gotta roll.
You can't critically hurt yourself with your.
I'm just saying, if it makes a difference.
What's she gonna
Just start the fight with a fumble.
Huh.
Oop.
Stop that. You shush your mouth. Don't curse
right.
it.
I don't like the way that sounds.
So,
Shush?
No, the
Oh.
fumbles.
I'm just gonna tell you right now that she has layer actions. So we'll just get kind of just be warned of that.
Okay.
So, we're gonna go Jeff.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
I love that vicious mockery.
All right. She was a cleric in life. So she rolled a 14.
Fail. And that's going to be... $21. And she has to move. She must immediately move as far away from me as she can. She won't move into a pit of any kind or whatever.
Yeah.
But,
Yep. Okay.
and then I'm going to. You already have Bardic Inspiration. I'm going to give it to. You. I haven't inspired you in a while.
Okay.
I'll inspire you. Wait, you don't. But you do a lot of saves, right? Do you do a lot of just direct attacks and stuff?
Depends on the day.
How about
It's probably
today?
better given a dad.
It's either one of you two. Odd, even. It's odd. You get
Okay.
one.
Okay. Nate.
So
I'm not going to be in the front anymore. I don't want to be in the front. I'm not interested in the front.
I'm.
I don't know why you have me in the front.
Because you were spellcasting on her. That's the only reason I put her up there.
No longer.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
no
gonna
more.
huck that last meteor.
No mas.
Yeah.
So deck save.
We have 3 stuff, but yeah, fail.
Okay. 9. And then since that was my last since that was the last of Elrondell's bits, gonna reload that.
Over those tiny bits.
Yes.
Itty bits.
80 bits.
Elrindle's itty bits.
No,
No,
no, it was because they both had the same
it was itty bitty something.
itty bitties. No, I
Itty
thought you
bitty.
had
So-
the.
I couldn't.
He doesn't
I couldn't
naturally
come up with a
surge off
noun
doing
that
that.
starts with a vowel.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Well, I
it's a
can.
spell.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Vowel.
And after that, he's gonna
Ha!
fire the
I'm not.
2
I'm.
that happen with
I'm
it.
behind you. Ha!
Elrindle's itty bitty ears.
Okay.
You know this is gonna end up being one that's like
A
every
boomerang.
person. Yeah, every person behind you.
If there's a bard nearby.
There are some of those.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna
'cause
say
one
I
of them
made a
was,
paladin
like,
lose
it said,
initiative.
Whatever paladin is close by has to.
Okay.
So-
you got your
Yeah,
Your-
5035.
5,035.
Yep.
Okay. It's coming. I'm scrolling.
Your
Scrolling.
target is now dead. Oh, we did have time for that.
Aerolite. Apparently a term for meteor. One hit wonder.
That'd be pretty good too. Tears. Elrondell's
Proceed.
tiny
Itty
beats.
bitty.
Or did I just
itty,
kill us
itty
all?
yeets. Elrindle's itty bitty yeets. Wow, that's hard
Am I
to
dead?
say.
You dead again?
Oh, no, you did something to the antagonist.
It's about
Make-
time something happens.
What
Not
happened?
against us.
What happened?
I'm making him think, so
What
this
happened,
is
Josh? What did you roll?
Can I tell you privately?
sure,
And then you can decide how you want to tell the group.
sure.
Do you want us all to leave and then
No,
you
I'm
can
gonna
tell
s-
so the audience can hear it?
No, I'm gonna leave that in the mystery. I'm just gonna whisper it to you. You know this effect, and you can determine how-
Step into my office. he wild magic search, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was his result? Like 5,000 something?
Yeah, we could,
5,035.
I mean,
so
we could
apparently
look
that
it up
is-
Yeah,
while
but
we're
don't
No, that
I'm
ruins the
kidding. I wouldn't
mystery.
do that.
don't ruin this for us.
Why would I do that?
I just like to write down the numbers that he rolls. To keep, you know.
Keep track of them. Yeah. See if you can sense a trend.
Arundel's smug as hell. Smug
We already know
as
that.
hell.
Yeah.
No,
and
like,
that
extra-
shit-
So
like-
nothing's changed.
Like his
Smug
it
Plus?
said in Whoville his head grew 3 sizes that day.
All right. Are
And
you-
then
Did you-
I'm gonna
Did you just
chuck
like gain like you now have 20 intelligence or something like that? And they're,
a thing happened.
yeah.
He's gonna smugly so he knows what he just did.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, can I change the number of meteors I'm throwing at this thing? He's kind of gonna tauntingly pop rock one at its feet.
Sure.
So deck save.
Did he just end the fight?
We're about to find out.
It does save.
Alright, 13 halved. So 7. And then yeah, that's me.
That's it?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we gonna know by the end of tonight?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
You will
Okay.
find out in seconds.
Okay. Cool.
It just has to happen. It just needs to be. It's
Yeah.
Sure.
So
They're
after
almost not to do this.
Liz, it's your turn, and then layer actions happen.
I'm going to do some Oh, I do. Wait, I do have mending. I've already had it.
Oh my god.
Wow. Let's go back.
Time and place.
I am going to go ahead and do some sacred flame
All right.
on her. So she's got a dex save.
Yep. You got an 8 total. So failure.
Ah. So she takes 2d8. I don't think she's on death row. Also, it's once per long rest. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 13 points.
14?
14 points of radiant damage.
Right.
And then as a bonus action, I'll plant my spiritual weapon. I'm gonna plant it like right next to her.
Can you cast it that far? I thought it was only 30.
60
Oh,
feet.
I thought it was only 30.
I think
60?
it only moves 20.
Yeah.
It moves 20, but it. Jeez. Alright.
Alright.
So we got a. What's the thing on that? 15? 16? 15. 15.
Okay.
Is it 15 hit? Oh, never mind, I already said it.
15 misses. Well, barely.
Barely misses?
Yeah.
I forgot that I had inspiration.
Okay, you done? Okay.
Well, it's gonna scooch over a little bit. Get out of this shadow.
So, layer action, her turn. She grabs a handful of the bones that are sticking out of her back, and then she throws them up to 30 feet, and then they form a little makeshift skeleton.
Gross.
Thanks, I hate it.
She only gets one skeleton.
Mm.
Right there. That's her layer action. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah?
it's her turn.
Yeah.
What happens? It's.
She double moves to here,
Yeah?
and she says, "I will have you, Abbott."
No, you won't.
That's it.
Well,
That's
magic ruining the game.
I'm gonna be like, you can try.
That's it?
That's it.
You said we would know in seconds.
Well, you're too far away. That's the problem.
I'm too far away?
No, she couldn't do.
Oh, okay.
She couldn't do it on her. Yeah. All right.
Yeah?
So we're talking to
What?
Emily.
Hi. Insightful fighting on Theodora.
Yep. You even need to do that because there's an ally within 5 feet.
But I want it.
Okay, wait, you got it.
But I need it.
And then I'm gonna stab. With a modified 20 to hit.
Okay.
Get that.
Hey, I can reroll ones.
Yay.
Just want to point out, I am legitimately afraid of what's going to happen.
I'm in the back.
Suspense is
I'm
killing me.
not
23
afraid now.
piercing. And I will, if I can, move through Theodora's space to be on the other side of her. Not leaving melee range, just behind.
Okay.
A question. Does this skeleton have a flail tail?
Oh.
Right.
It's also smaller.
Yeah.
No,
it's
the
smaller.
femurs that I
It's made
threw
out of like
hit
4
start
bones.
climbing out to it.
Please stop.
I'm going to move
Giving him
up
my
towards Theodore.
You can't get.
Can't take the DM.
such that it'll be the flanking.
Yep.
And so that's advantage and
Not advantage, it's +1 to hit.
oh, it's +1 to hit.
Yeah, health roll.
Oh.
The advantage on flanking, that's the optional roll in the DMG, is completely broken.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So +1 hit.
+1 to hit.
But we are still flanking, so.
Yeah, flanking is happy.
Hey, +1, man. +1 to attack or +1 damage?
+1 to attack.
Okay.
All right.
It's still something. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But without being completely overpowered of advantage.
All right. So what I am going to do then is I am going to use my 2 attacks. I am going to use the bonus to get the flurry of blows.
Yep.
And I'm going to use also a key for a stun.
Okay.
So
We're gonna kill him before the cool thing can even happen.
so
Or
natural
has
20
it already happened?
and
Ticking time bomb or something.
tier
We'll
25.
I hate
I have a hunch.
19, and then I doubt this one hits. This
You
one
really
is going to
don't.
be 10.
I don't. It's not what I'm thinking.
So the first 3,
Nope.
do they hit?
That'd have been hilarious.
Yeah.
All right.
It'd be funny if you punched her.
And that
she
is
just
going to
blew
give
up.
me +2 to
One
my
Punch
AC
Man.
because I'm doing the unarmed attack.
Yeah, I love that show.
And let me go ahead and
It's
roll
so
the
good.
damage. 15 damage.
This is not the one. So.
All right.
And as far as what I would have shouted, it would have been Crimson Tiger Swipe.
Yep. Are you done? Jeff?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. You're not being obvious, are you? You're not.
You've
Super
never seen me
smug.
this smug in combat, especially.
Do you
from
just
the
kind of like lean against the wall and cross your arms?
I could. You've seen me throw like 2 to 3 of these meteors at once,
Yeah.
and you just saw me throw one at its feet like a pop rock.
Can I inside him?
Yeah.
No. Wait. I am going to. Well, as far as I know, I don't know anything's going on, so I'm gonna dissonant whisper.
Well, you know something's going on. You just don't know what.
Well, oh, I do know something.
You look
Something's
really
going on,
smug.
but
Do
you
we
don't
keep
know what
attacking
it
this
is.
lady?
I'm not going to stop anyone from doing it.
Do I throw everything I got at her, or should I heal?
Heal.
You can heal. I'm not too worried.
You're not worried right now? Okay.
You
screw
just
it.
watched me fall into a pit, come into this, and the first thing is just I'm the most relaxed you've ever seen me in combat. I am 100% certain. Just I got this.
I just healed you for 13.
Oh shoot. That's funny.
That's a bonus action though.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna mock her, I guess. So wisdom
Mock her
saving throw.
viciously.
Yeah, viciously mock.
Call her the B word.
Beaver?
I got a
Call her the beaker.
17.
Okay.
Cleric in life.
Yeah, cleric in life. Yeah.
I hardly know her.
So she doesn't seem to be bothered by it.
No, not at all. Nate?
Should I? Well, do I take a step back? You're just staying where you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm really just okay.
I don't think there's a place you can.
You feel
put
better?
your-
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah, there is. You can do
I
it right
am
here.
golden.
yeah, I'll
Kosher,
throw another one there.
All of the other good
All right.
words.
Just one.
So you're not actually firing at her?
She got a 15. It failed, and it's a minion, so it just dies.
Oh.
What's the Jewish?
And 9 or half.
Yeah. So she takes half, which is 5.
And is there a way I can get adjacent to her? No.
Listen.
I'm going to do some. I don't know. Let's try to.
You got your spiritual weapon you can move to.
Yeah. So
But it can
I'll
only
But
move
it can only
20.
be 20. So it'll come up like next to me.
do some. God, I need to get some better spells. Sacred Flame it.
All right.
When I threw that meteor, I
Yeah,
just
16,
like
so
yawned
it's safe.
as I did it.
All right.
Does this thing happen before I get to do any bonus?
Your bonus is to move it.
It's
Or-
the move and attack with it, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, then I don't get an attack as well.
Because you don't.
That's
you
your
didn't-
bonus.
It couldn't move fast enough.
Yeah.
It's only 20 feet, so it's still all right.
It's all wrapped in your bonus actions, the move and
Okay.
attack.
So, she looks to you and she says, "I will have you in death." Raises her hands. Then you see his crystal in this chest start to flare and flash. And then Nate, I'm going to let you describe what happens to her when she raises her hands to claw at Abbott.
Well, I want like the Monty Python, and then suddenly the animator had a heart attack. Just that pure anticlimactic. Just
So she raises her hand
and then just
crumples to the ground.
I'm like, they're bracing myself. And I'm just like,
Just
Yeah,
dead?
just
Have at thee!
What was the result? Like
when the target brandishes their weapons, they die.
that's why I'm just like, oh well, pop rocks, just taunt it. If I get into melee combat, I was just gonna grab up my quarterstaff and like wag it in its face.
At least the world has been balanced a little bit. Because remember, that kind of happened to me once.
Yeah,
at least it worked in our favor this time.
All right.
yeah.
That's good.
Remember that one time I killed
so how'd you
myself?
join
for
that
the-
encounter there, Josh?
I had some cool stuff planned. This is the second time that I've had a really cool encounter planned, but we're just not going to go through with it.
Oh, like the mushroom people one?
Oh no! Right
like
away.
the first
The
one,
first
the
fight was the crystal. I had
the
like
arch-
Oh,
There was
yeah,
all
right.
sorts of stuff, and then
You just attacked it, and yeah.
her idea.
What else could this lady do? Of course, you dehumanized it when you called it an it. So, what was it also capable of?
Was that
I mean, we
good?
saw it throw down spikes just for our curiosity.
she could spawn skeletons out of herself.
Yeah.
And then grant those moves and attacks. She's a tactician, so basically.
Oh yeah,
attack.
nice.
And then they get turn resistance because of being so close to her.
Oh, nice.
And then she had HP draining attack.
Oh yes, those are lovely.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
It's
So-
Okay.
I'm.
It would have been a cool fight.
She's
This
dead.
was a cool fight. For the record, I still burned through all my 3rd level spells.
So did I.
So
I'm gonna look for
Yeah.
that. Look for that artifact. Or what's left of it.
Yeah, she's wearing it as a pendant around her neck.
So I'm gonna.
I'm gonna give you my dagger.
Yeah, and you this is the 3rd piece of the pie.
Mhm. Do I have the other 2 pieces?
One is still back in the statue thing, and then you have the other.
is that a door?
It is a door.
So do we just?
Yeah,
So-
she didn't know anything about this door, so she doesn't know where that goes either.
So I'll go. I'll cut the artifact off. Is there anything else?
There's a treasure chest in this room.
You were gonna mend.
Oh, I am
Chest.
cocky
Oh,
as
yeah.
hell, just not even checking, walking towards that as soon as she crumples.
So I want to.
You're feeling a bit invulnerable right now.
Yes.
Are you going to the treasure chest?
Oh yeah.
So
I'm
Not a
on
kid.
your robe tails. I was gonna say coat tails, but you're not wearing a coat,
so
so.
I'm gonna go and mend the statue.
And I will
outside the
come
door.
over and clean it.
Okay.
So we'll both work on it together.
Teamwork.
All right.
You
You
mend, I'll
walk over
clean.
to
It's
the
gonna be
chest. Yep. You open it up.
beautiful.
There are, looks like this used to be Fedora's. This is like everything she was supposed to be buried with.
Yep.
She never was really truly buried.
Because she's
So there's kind of like her wealth within there. There's ceremonial robes that would fit a halfling.
she was.
Are they intact?
Yeah, because hers were all
Yeah,
well,
nasty.
mine are like 300 years old, but hers are probably kept a little better. Right?
yeah, they
With
yeah,
that body,
they were cared for by her.
Well, not really worn anymore.
I guess she would have cared for him. Yeah.
Point at the
Anyways,
robes.
So yes, basically Lathander ceremonial priest robes that would fit Mississippi apparently.
Bishop hat, not
Um,
the Pope hat.
There was only one true pope.
let's see. There is where did my eyes go? Okay, there are 3 more potion vials with that yellow liquid in it with the little flecks that you have one of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With the healing butter.
It might be. I don't know what it does. I don't trust it.
There is 450 gold worth of coin. And then there is a mace in here that has 2 slots.
Nice. Do you carry
So
mace?
it's short heart gear with 2 slot short heart gear.
Is it Lathander based?
No, it's generic.
It's
they
Walmart
don't
brand.
put Lathander on their weapons. So
No, it's a
Kirkland's
holy
best
symbol
mace.
kind of deal. Or prayer wheel. I don't know. I kind of do both.
I'll message you. Does she have one of those crystal things in her face?
And I would take a moment to look and see if she.
no,
has
she
it.
does not.
Okay.
She is mutated via other means.
It's worth
Stuff
looking.
Like Xander.
It is worth looking. Absolutely.
Are there any signs or components of that blood ritual in here? Like
That is all taking place upstairs.
yeah, but like, are there any? Is there anything that has to do with that down here? Books or ritualistic daggers or anything?
No, that stuff happens plain day upstairs.
Right, but like she apparently started it,
Yeah,
so
but she's only locked down here because of
her grotesque.
yeah.
And she can't be in the light.
If she can't be.
Is that gonna happen to Grothar? High priest.
The
The one that
Upstairs.
took. Oh, you weren't
He
there.
wanted to
wasn't-
drink my blood, and I said no.
You don't know. You have no idea.
Pope Ozzy Osbourne.
Was there any information in that book that you read or that I read about the ritual? Like,
She said she wanted to drink her blood though, She
Roll an
wanted to be-
investigation check in the book.
because she did say that. She said she wanted to drink her blood
Yeah.
and use it as a portal to speak to Lathander. Yeah.
So
it's
we've
not gonna be
thoroughly
very good.
fixed and cleaned the statue
Yes.
while this has been going on.
What do you get?
12.
Well, the book is really lengthy and wordy, and it's kind of a mess. There's you do go back to the part about reading about doing the actual blood rituals, and the phrase that comes up is the magic within one's blood is how they speak to Lathander.
So you're born with it. Maybe, but maybe.
So, anyways,
I thought that was good. I enjoyed that.
I'm glad someone enjoyed it.
so with that, you go and back up to the statue of Lathander, and it holds.
There's another door.
We fixed. Oh.
Do we want to look through this other door?
I would take a peek.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm feeling pretty good. I got 4 meteors left.
this door.
Did they replenish?
No. I
This door-
recast it,
Oh.
so I burned my other 3rd level
So you're
spell
just, like,
slot.
jumping
This door leads out,
Yeah.
and it actually exits out.
It's like David Bowie in Labyrinth with the
out of the temple
marbles.
grounds into kind of a small
Was
valley.
Was it locked?
It was not locked.
So she could leave,
She could leave.
presumably at night.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Not happy about this situation, but at least she's dead.
Okay. So, anyways, Lathander holds one end, and then the statue moves up and holds the other, and then you place the last piece up top, and kind of like a light shines for a moment, and the plate becomes one. you look upon the plate, and this is the first thing in our world that Lathander has ever touched.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of, and you believe that actually it's the only thing Lathander has ever touched in your mortal realm.
Mm-hmm.
They're slowly revealing upon the disc is scripture that you've not seen before.
Ooh.
What's it say?
What's it say?
Well, it's in Celestial, and basically,
I fluent in.
it's kind of wording like, "Children, you are lost on me. I was never gone. You had just lost your way," and kind of instructions basically how to bring
The light
the
of Lathander
the
back
light.
into the world.
Yeah. Thanks. Exactly that. But like, it kind of spells out basically what you kind of need to do to instill to kind of bring your religion back to where it was.
Mm-hmm. So what does it say? What does it want me to do?
Well,
We'll find out next week.
yeah,
It's gonna take some reading.
we are out of time, and this is one of those things where it's going to take you some time to decode.
Okay. So I can
Because
take it with me?
not only is it in Celestial, but it's like the script is constantly changing on the disc. There's not enough room on the disc for just
one like line.
Just, yeah,
It's like circled around the entire
it's circled
thing.
around, and as you read, it keeps going and going and going, and
Does it repeat?
So I can
doesn't
take it
repeat.
with me then. Could I really quick mend my statue?
Sure.
Just put it back where it
Go
was.
back and mend your statue.
And I'll get all the nasty fruit off of it.
Well, both statues.
The one outside,
I don't know.
you can't really mend that one.
But the one I can in my crypt. I can.
Yes, because the one outside is worn due to natural. You in order for men to work, you need the missing pieces. So, but with that, we are going to pick up just a little bit what happens at the end of the basically Abbott's side story here, and then we're going to move on to Elrindal's.
Yay.
As you guys go to his wizarding tower. And that's it for tonight. We're gonna be back next week, and we're gonna be, like I said, transitioning from one story to the next. We got a little bit left to do with Abbott and Liz, and then
Let's kill the blood drinker.
I won't be.
We're just gonna move straight on
Put a pin in it.
to
We can
No,
finish
Randall's
this
place.
one in flashback.
Yes.
yeah, we'll flash back and actually give me some time to write out what's on the disc.
Perfect.
Yep. We're out.